Together we are invincible. Save the world from wars. Save the world from breaking apart. Save us from losing our hearts. Save us from losing our souls. Save us from losing our save the world. Save the world from wars. Save the world from breaking apart. Save us from losing our hearts. Save us from losing our souls. Together we can save the world. Together we are invincible. Save the world from wars. Save the world from breaking apart. Save us from losing our hearts. Save us from losing our souls.
Another unit, making my wish come true like a genie. Holding up a glass in the club to steam it. Not a race horse, you a black Lamborghini. Some people might think you're sleazy. You're so fine, so you're making look easy. So much you can make a man green. So don't stop, go ahead and get freaky. You got me wanting to be with you. So sexy, I don't know what to do. Your curves are making my dreams come true. The way I should be taboo. Just be naughty, move like a bro, girl, it ain't no hobby. Looking so good, gotta tell somebody. Blows my mind when I see a hot body. Hot body. Makes me wanna fall in love. Makes me wanna fall in love. Don't stop now, just get naughty. Move like a bro, girl, it ain't no hobby. Looking so good, gotta tell somebody. Blows my mind when I see a hot body. Hot body. Hot Another unit, making my wish come true like a genie. Holding up a glass in the club to steam it. Not a race horse, you a black Lamborghini. Some people might think you're sleazy. You're so fine, but you're making look easy. So much you can make a man green. So don't stop, go ahead and get freaky. You got me wanting to be with you. So sexy, I don't know what to do. Your curves are making my dreams come true. The way I should be taboo. Just get naughty, move like a bro, girl, it ain't no hobby. Looking so good, gotta tell somebody. Blows my mind when I see a hot body. A hot body. Makes me wanna fall in love. Makes me wanna fall in love. Don't stop now, just get naughty. Move like a bro, girl, it ain't no hobby. Looking so good, gotta tell somebody. Blows my mind when I see a hot body. A hot body. A hot body. A hot body. One, two, three, into the floor. Checking out your moves as I walk through the door. Never seen a girl like you any before. Body like a goddess and you move on before. You're a soldier and you're ready for war. Got a lot of junk in the trunk, you're hardcore. I don't wanna stop, I want you even more. Cause you got a little something I just can't ignore. So go ahead, girl, take your time. Shake it like you need a girl, let it all shine. Body
everybody. Welcome back to the Blind Press YouTube channel. It is Thursday. I hope you guys are having a good, happy day. We are here. I've got a whole bunch of random videos pulled up for us to watch. We're going to have a bunch of fun. We're going to hang out here. And then later on tonight, I'm going to stream on Twitch and play some Mortal Kombat. I realized last night that my whole stream for The Last of Us didn't go up. But if you guys saw my video, I was very disappointed with The Last of Us Left Behind DLC. I felt like when Pincalo played Killzone 2 and it took him like 2 hours to beat the game, I felt very let down by that DLC. It was very, very disappointing. And I just, it made me want more games to play. It really did make me want more games to play. And I really just felt like I felt like it was a waste of money. $60 for The Last of Us for the full game. Your internet blows. Oh, that sucks. Too bad. I'm sorry that your internet blows. But yeah, the DLC it was 2 hours of gameplay last stream, and then Pincalo helped me get through the part I was stuck on, and that part basically finished off the game. So it was very anticlimactic. I was very upset with it, and it made me sad. It made me really want to play more games. Sparkly Raindrop! Hello, hello, hello! Glad to have you here. So we're just I'm not very pleased with that, with the ending of that game. But like I said, we're gonna do a whole bunch of videos now, and then I'm gonna switch to Twitch for some gaming later on. And hopefully that will be fun, and we will get some wins today. Because last night I was not playing very well, and probably because I was upset with the game. Did Pins help with that anticlimax issue after? Oh, don't ask. Don't ask. Can't. Having issues. Don't ask. It sucks. So, but yeah, I think because I was so pissed off with the game not being what I wanted it to be, that we just, what was I gonna say? Too late. Yeah, it just was so frustrating, and like I said, that's why I made that video last night, because I felt so let down by the game, and that's why I'm just not happy. Not a happy camper. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna make things happen. We're gonna stream. We're gonna watch some videos. We're gonna chat. Snuggles needed. Yes, snuggles needed. But we're gonna hang out and watch a bunch of videos. I've got like 8 tabs open, and we're gonna have a fun time. I think it's gonna be a good time. We're going to pizza and French fries at the correct time, as they say. So lets us pull up our first video, which is going to be Clownfish TV and Suicide Squad. We're, like I said, we're going to talk more gaming content on these streams because I like games, even the ones that I can't play. And this video is called Suicide Squad Killed the WB Games Studio, which I don't doubt. So let's, cause WB Games has been struggling lately, and it's bleeding through into Mortal Kombat and all the other games, and they're probably gonna get sold off. So let's take a look at this.
Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's another day, another round of layoffs in the video game industry, in the AAA video game industry. Now, Warner Brothers Games Montreal laying a bunch of people off.
Oh, shit.
I think it's tied to Suicide Squad.
Oh, shocker.
Oh my God, doing so badly. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about Helldivers 2 doing pretty well and people being very angry about it because it's very insensitive of you to talk about your success when so many of us are not.
I know, but it was the other.
Oh, how dare the indie game developers be happy that they're successful with their video game, and how dare they want to celebrate that? Yes.
The way around, they'd be like, ha 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 ha, neener neener. You know what I
Suck
mean?
it, chuds.
Totally
I know, right?
Yeah. And that's what a lot of this is. A lot of the reason that I think YouTubers and podcasters are getting so much shit from gaming journos is that there are so, fewer gaming journos out there because they're getting laid off. The reason that a lot of these developers are attacking indie developers or people that used to work for these AAA companies is because they're unemployed, and there's just this feeling of fear and malaise in the video game industry, which got way too big and way.
It did. The video game, as much as I love video games, the video game industry does not need to be as padded as it is right now.
Way too unsustainable
Yeah.
and way too woke. I mean, let's be honest, and that's a big reason why people aren't buying these games.
Yeah.
But there are a lot of problems, and attacking indie developers. I mean, this is another reason I think Pal World was attacked as hard.
Oh, it's absolutely why Pal World was attacked the way it was. Because it was an indie game that everybody loved to play, and the AAA developers were like, no, thank you.
As it was because it was a game that cost a fraction as much as these AAA titles, and it sold ridiculously well, and they got attacked for it. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do. Go out to clownfishminus.com. Check out the reef. Check out the merch. Check out the exclusive content, also mirrored on clownfishtv.locals.com. It's come from Game Rant. Warner Brothers Games Montreal reportedly hit with layoffs. So they said the reported layoffs impact 99 quality assurance team members. Major video game studios like Sony and Microsoft have faced massive layoffs. Speculation suggests the poor reception of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League led to the job cuts.
Gee, I wonder why. When you have a game as bad as that, why on earth would it be received anything but poorly? Holy shit, because I'm sorry, I don't understand. Like, I get the wish to play as the villain, but I don't understand, like, why the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League had to be the way it was. And that's of course why it was received so badly, and why now they're laying off people.
Oh my God, guys. Imagine that. You don't make money.
Then you have to lay people off.
You have to lay people off.
I know.
I don't. Why is this so surprising?
I don't
Why are
understand.
people so shocked by this? It's the same with animation. It's the same with Hollywood. Your studio is not making money. Your studio is driving away customers.
Yeah.
If we don't have any money, we have to lay you off. Now, I saw.
Yeah. You make a bad game, nobody buys game. Nobody buys game, nobody pays check. Nobody pays check, you go bye-bye. How is that hard to figure out?
Something yesterday, actually, someone had sent a link over to, there was a tabletop RPG manufacturer. I don't want to put him on blast or put the people that work for him on blast, but he had to lay his staff off, but he put it on YouTube. He put the all hands meeting. I don't know why you would do that to people. I have no idea. But he was trying to show, like, yeah, we're not selling enough, and I guess they sold tables. They sold like high end gaming tables. And I'm like, well, there are only so many people that are gonna buy like a $2,000 gaming table, right?
There are not that many people with that level of disposable income that are going to shell out for that type of equipment.
You get to a point where it's like, how many people realistically are going to buy a $2,000 gaming table? But he had to lay people off. But then he put it on YouTube, and I'm like, God, don't do that. Don't do that. Actually, now they wouldn't even bother doing it. They would just like fire you over Zoom or email.
Yeah, that looks so bad. Put that out on YouTube like that. Oh my lord.
Yeah, it's like, just don't bother.
Pretty much, yeah.
Don't bother coming into work, guys. They said yet another series of video game industry layoffs has hit workers as Warner Brothers Games Montreal has reportedly let go of 99 of its development studio quality assurance team members. Well, apparently they weren't sure of the quality on some of these games.
No, they were not. Apparently the quality of the games was unsure, and now they're gone.
They should have said, hey, don't release this. It's not good. Major cutbacks and restructurings have plagued the industry since the summer of 2023, and Warner Brothers Games Montreal is the latest among many. There have been almost 25 to 30,000 people unemployed in the gaming industry in the last 2 years.
That is crazy. First of all, that there's that many people in the video gaming industry right now to be laid off. And second of all, that's the number in the last 2 years alone. That is a huge number of layoffs. And it goes to show you and goes towards the point made earlier about how bloated the gaming industry is at the moment.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
A lot.
It's ridiculous. It's like every day. I mean, literally, it's like every day. But the reason we're covering this particular group is because it's tied to Suicide Squad, which should have been a slam dunk hit, and it wasn't for so many reasons. It said, according to sources in contact with CBC Radio Canada, Warner Brothers Montreal Canada announced the elimination of 99 internal jobs during a staff meeting.
I mean, it's not a whole lot.
No, it's not. 99 is not a lot. It's a fair amount for one place, but it's still not like huge.
Honestly. But I guess for Montreal, Canada, it might be.
Yeah, probably is.
In this one instance,
No,
there's a
it's
lot
not.
altogether, yes.
Sources allege the layoffs targeted the quality assurance team that helped to work on the poorly received Suicide Squad Killed the
Would
Justice
you want to
League.
be the quality assurance team on that one?
No.
Oh, God.
I wouldn't want to touch that game at all as a quality assurance person. I would just run far away.
I mean, they had to think it was coming.
I don't know. Some of these people are so damn clueless. I swear to God, like you see, okay, so you look at the journalists, gaming journalists, and their sites are clearly not doing well, and then they get laid off. They're like, guys, I don't understand it. I don't understand. Why do we?
I don't get it. Why did I get laid off? The game was so bad and it did so poorly and made so little money. Why don't I have a job anymore?
Get laid off? I'm like, because nobody's reading your blog anymore. The money is not there. Like, I swear to God, this needs to be something that, like, anybody that works in any part of the entertainment industry, even if it's in journalism covering the entertainment industry or whatever, they need to sit down and explain business 101 to them.
Yep.
If there is no money, we can't afford to pay you. How hard is it to understand if there's no money, we can't afford to pay you? But so many of these businesses were propped up artificially with venture capital and investment and, monopoly money.
That's the problem, is the printed money. that's been propping up these AAA game studios and the investments that so many people have put in, and they're not producing returns.
And BlackRock, you know,
Yeah.
they were able to just chug along
Well,
even if they weren't making money.
What I do feel bad in regards to the people that work at these companies getting on, because, you know, some of them don't have any control over what they're told to do. Like, they're like idiots up on top decide that this is a good idea because they listen to, like, you know, Sweet Baby Inc. and company.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they make these stupid choices, and then people get laid off because they're just doing their job.
Yeah, that's the part that does suck, is the people that are just doing what they're told to do as you know, go along to get along, you know, this is my job, I'm doing what I'm told to do. It fails, and then they get fired or laid off. And it's like, well, that's really shitty for them.
And I do feel
because
bad
it's
about
not
that.
their
But the
fault.
flip side is no one told them this was probably a bad idea.
Yeah. The Warner Brothers lost $200 million on this game. So basically any gains that they had from Hogwarts Legacy the year before got wiped out.
$200 million loss on Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. That is brutal. I wonder how much money they put into it. Like in total, though.
By this game.
Yeah, they were doing great because of that. Yeah.
Hogwarts Legacy, freaking the year before, they made bank off Hogwarts Legacy.
One of the former staff alleges the studio had assured team members over the summer that there would be plenty of new projects to work on, but then announced a lack of such projects as the reason for the
Oh,
terminations.
that sucks. If they've already been told that they were fine, then they did that. That sucks.
I can't.
Been there.
I have been there. This literally happened to me when I got laid off from my one job, and I've talked about, you know, getting laid off before and how they treat you. A lot of times they don't treat you very well when they lay you off if you work for a corporation. But I literally asked the CEO of the company the Friday before I got laid off. I got laid off on Monday. And I said, hey, I'm not seeing a lot of new projects. We're good, right? For next year, everything's looking good. We're all good here. Oh, yeah. We got plenty of things. We'll talk about Monday. It's going to be great. We got lots of stuff coming up. You know, just right now, things are a little tight. But, oh, yeah, there's tons of work. Everything's great. Everything's fantastic. And then Monday morning, you know, he made sure he took off that day. And
Ooh.
then had HR lay everybody off.
Oh, what a coward. What a coward that was. Holy shit, I would have been
I was
pissed.
like, yeah, I knew something was up. But a lot of these people, they're younger, they're naive, they don't understand how it actually works, and then they get angry. They get
Well, I think
angry.
some of them probably were asking
course.
questions, and they were told
Yeah.
it was fine. Because why would they be?
Why, of course they would get angry. No, like, nobody in their right mind wouldn't be angry about that.
Told that they weren't asking.
Then
You
what
know,
happens is if
and right
they're-
before the holiday. I mean, it's kind of crap.
Yeah, it's right. Well, because before the end of the fiscal year, so
Yeah.
you go into January with a leaner, meaner team. Now, it used to be back in the day when things were a little more civilized that the unspoken rule was you didn't lay people off right before the holidays.
Yeah, well, that's not a thing anymore, obviously. Because here we go. It's December 19th, and they're being laid off.
You would wait until January or February.
But back in those days too, you used to get bonuses for holidays. And
Yeah.
stuff
You used to
like
get bonuses for holidays. You used to get parties. You used to get, it was, you were treated more humanely, more human-like, I think, than you are now. And that's just, corporatization across the board. But anyway, I digress. So they haven't issued an official statement on the layoffs. They're not going to.
No, of course not. There's really no need for them to at this point. Because it's done.
So while there's no official confirmation of the layoffs, many are speculating that the poor performance of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League forced the studio to make the cutbacks. Some speculate that the now canceled updates. Yeah, they're basically ending the game in January already.
Yeah, already,
It's done.
yeah.
They're scraping
It's
off the bottom of
done?
their shoes. They're done.
They're done with wow. It didn't even last 2 years. They're done. That's sad.
It may have been the new projects that were planned during the summer. So here's the thing. They're going to tell you what they know. And if the higher ups are like, oh yeah, we're going to run this game for, 2-3 years and then whatever. But then once the financials come in, they're like, oh shit, we can't
Well, they
do
probably
this.
have people higher up telling them you need to cut. We have to be leaner and meaner, like you said, before the new year.
Yep.
And then they're just cutting where they think they can cut.
And they never fall on their own swords. You ever notice?
No, of course not. Of course not. The people with the heftiest paychecks never take the actual dive and go, you know what, I'm going to resign. They never do that. It's always the
No, they never do.
Like the CEO's like, oh, well, geez, I could save this company $1 million a year if I would step aside.
Or take less money, but no, that never happens.
Yeah.
Because in Japan, a lot of times the CEO takes a hit if the company takes a hit. And the CEO
that
can only get
works.
paid, I don't know what the multiplier is, but you can only get paid so many times what the average worker gets paid. So you're not going to have like your average grunt making $50,000 a year, $40,000 a year, whatever, and then your CEO's making like $40 million a year. It's not going to happen. The CEO might make a couple $100,000 a year, but that's it. And then there are
Well,
performances.
it's more than that, but yeah.
Yeah, but their performance is tied to the company, and if the company is not doing well, that falls on the shoulders squarely of the CEO usually. But
Not
there are-
here.
not here. Well, now it's always macroeconomic circumstances, and because of the pandemic 4 years ago, this year this game didn't sell well
because of the pandemic 4 years ago. The game this year is doing really badly, and that's an excuse that you should all actually fall for. Yeah, sure, okay. Meanwhile, during the pandemic, there were game developers that were still trying to chug along and get things done.
Wasn't Zaslav selling stock?
Yes, David Zaslav is selling stock. I just saw an article this morning. $30 million he's unloading, so I think he's getting ready to cash out. I think he's looking at things like, yeah, we can't turn this around. Maybe he's seen the new Superman trailer.
I haven't seen anything about it,
it's
so
the
I don't know. It might be good.
Superman trailer comes out tomorrow. No, I'm joking. I'm like, maybe he's seen it. And he's like, oh yeah, this is what we're pinning all of our hopes and dreams on. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Personally, I'm hoping it's good.
I
So
hope
we'll
it's
see.
good. I hope it's good.
I like to see return to good things.
It does.
I'm hearing, I haven't seen the new Superman trailer at all, but I'm hearing that they're basically turning him into Homelander.
That'd be great.
I am encouraged by the fact that they seem to be using the John Williams score. I'm encouraged by the fact that for the most part, the casting looks comic book accurate. I think the guy that they have playing Superman, because we saw him in Twisters. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, he looks like Superman.
Yeah, he could. He could.
He totally can pull off Superman. I'm the thing that concerns me about it is the number of side characters that we're gonna have in this Superman movie. Like, this is a reintroduction of Superman, and we got like 30, 40
Yeah, see, they keep
D-list
overdoing
side
it.
characters.
They keep
I'm like,
overdoing
"Wow,
that.
do we want to do we want to do that? Do we?
No, that's way too many freaking people to introduce in a movie. Why do we need that many side
Do
characters?
we want to have
Holy
Guy
shit.
Gardner in the Superman movie right now? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like Guy Gardner, but I'm like, do we really need him in the Superman movie? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's been pretty freaking catastrophic. In the last 2 years, I think they said it was like 30,000 people. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's interesting that we're seeing all these layoffs. And here we have the guy in charge of Helldivers 2. And, they said in a year of brutal layoffs and closures, Helldivers 2 is giving the studio the financial stability to keep going and keep making the games that we want to make.
Which is good. Good for that's a good thing. People should be celebrating that. Not going, don't talk about that. That's insensitive.
That's the thing. Like, the customers are there, right?
Right.
The customers are there. They're just not buying these AAA titles.
Yeah, people want to play video games. They just don't want to play preachy video games. And I hate that I'm stuck buying AAA titles because independent games can't afford to put the money into the accessibility that I need to be able to play a game. It really fucking sucks.
We've seen this time and time again. I mentioned Pal World earlier, and I mentioned Stellar
Hello,
Blade. We've talked
Fury
about
Kitten.
that, and people will buy games. They'll support games that look like stuff they want to play. And Helldivers
Right.
2 started off great, and then it just kind of they had some issues. That's a whole nother thing. But this come from Games Radar. So this is like a compare and contrast, right? Helldivers 2 flooded the internet with memes, turned millions of us into democracy-spreading fascists. I guess that's okay, right? And gave developer Arrowhead Game Studios the financial stability to keep making the games we want. They said, it's what Michael Erickson said about the co-op phenomenon's huge success, which the team didn't think was possible pre-launch. In an interview with Games Radar ahead of the hefty Omens of Tyranny update, has given us financial stability to keep going for many years,
Oh, wow.
which is a really big privilege, and we're all very happy about it.
As they should be. They should be incredibly proud of the game that they've made and the fact that the customers are there to play it. They should be they have every right to be proud of themselves.
But it doesn't feel that different in the studio. So they said the attitude hasn't changed much because everyone's focused on the same thing they've always been focused on, except for the financial stability, which we're happy about, super happy about. It doesn't feel that different. We're just going to keep making the games we want that we think are the most
See,
fun.
that's it. You have to keep making games that you think are going to be fun for people instead of using games as a gateway to insert whatever. You can put, not saying you can't put things in it, but you can do it in a fun, acceptable way to everyone, and people just don't want to do that for whatever reason.
That was like the guy in charge of Larry, and he had a speech at the Game Awards, and he was like, the next big game next year is going to come from a studio that focuses on putting the players first, putting fun first, and putting
that hard.
Putting a complete or mostly complete game out, and not focusing on microtransactions and stuff like that. And there were some people in the audience that were clapping and some other people weren't, because I think they were like, well, we're all getting laid off. I'm like, you're getting laid off from studios that are producing stuff that gamers don't want to play. And they're actually focusing more on, that was, one of the big things with Suicide Squad, is they're focusing more on the DLC and the microtransactions. So not only do you have a shitty game, but you have a shitty game that's trying to make as much money off of you as possible.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is not only do you have the AAA titles costing stupid amounts of money at launch, is they want like the microtransactions from the store, and then they want the extra battle pass or whatever it is out of you for next year, and that battle pass is almost the same price as the base game, and it's really fucking frustrating.
And back in the day, people tried to put the best, most polished game out that they could. They're bringing up Concord, which $400 million flushed down the toilet for Sony, because $200 to make it the first time, and then $200 million to make it to try to salvage it.
Yeah.
And they still wound up burning. Can you imagine having that much money to burn?
That's insane. That's insane. That $400 million on Concord.
Like, we're just gonna take the write-off. Like, we make so much money. Like, $400 million. We'll just.
Or
take the
they could, given us a fraction of that, and we could have told them bad idea and saved them all kinds of money.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. So the production director says definitely putting us on more stable horizons, especially in these times. And they mentioned Concord specifically. It said it feels good. It feels good to see what we can look ahead on a long time and keep the devs happy as well. That part's valuable. To think, we're going to be able to keep doing what we want, making games. That's precious, I think, as a studio. It's weird. It didn't change much. We kept the same culture. If I would go back a year, I would still feel the same with the people I'm working with. We're really happy with keeping the Arrowhead way. Well,
As they should be. Like that, and for people to be angry at them for feeling confident and proud in their achievement is absolutely pathetic. And goes to show you that independent games need a place in the. They have a place in the gaming sphere, and like I said, I really wish that I could play more independent games. I wish that I wasn't relying on AAA titles for my games, because I really do want to play more games, but it's just, hey Michael, it's just, unfortunately, AAA games can afford to put the money into accessibility that I require to be able to play a game. That's the crappy part about it. So, yeah, that's basically that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about, is because I feel like I want to talk more about gaming in on this channel. And the biggest corporate failure will be GTA 6. Rockstar is going to tank. Oh, you think? You think GTA 6 is going to be really, really bad? I wonder how bad it will be. When's it supposed to come out? GTA 6. Isn't it supposed to come out in the spring of this year? I think that's when it's supposed to come out. And yeah, it's probably going to tank. All right, now we're going to move on to another part of entertainment, movies. How Snow White just became the most hated movie ever. This is going to be interesting.
After everything that's happened, you'd think it'd be impossible for the upcoming Snow White film to fall any further, but somehow Disney found a way, and with the recent release of the official trailer, the Snow White disasters got even worse. Now, Snow White has been played up as one of Disney's biggest projects, and as such, you'd think they go above and beyond with the marketing. However,
Well, you'd think, but considering that they allowed Rachel Ziegler to run her mouth the way they did.
as we all know, it's been an absolute train wreck from the beginning, ever since the main co-stars trashed on the original characters. And all during this build-up, audiences barely got a peek at the official trailer. It was all just these teasers that never really amounted to anything. Most were expecting
They already changed the game. Oh god, they changed the game because of the George Floyd bullshit. Oh, that's bullshit.
Disney to publish the official Snow White trailer alongside the release of Wicked, as not only would it be a smart marketing move, but it made the most sense thematically. And while that's exactly what Disney did, their strategy was unconventional. The trailer and official poster were only available in a few theaters. For just over a week, promotions didn't go any further. No one could find the official new trailer anywhere. It took someone leaking a recording of it before the rest of the internet could even get a glimpse. But still, not even the leak got Disney to post the trailer on its official accounts. It was almost like the studio was
Why?
desperate to keep their trailer out of the public eye, like they were trying to avoid ridicule for as long as possible.
Like they were terrified of how horrible the movie actually was, so they're like, okay, we can't actually show this trailer because they'll hate it and they'll never come watch this movie.
Especially seeing how much of a disaster it had been already. Even Disney had to face the music at some point, and on the 3rd of December they finally posted the official trailer to YouTube, and the world would quickly let the studio know exactly what they thought of it. Now at the time of making this video, the trailer currently has around 660,000 more dislikes than likes.
Holy shit! 660,000 dislikes more than likes. Oh my god. That's fucking insane. Oh my god.
And that number is still massively climbing. But remarkably, one of the only redeeming things about this entire fiasco is that Disney actually left the comments on the trailer, and it's almost more entertaining than anything Disney's put out recently. Some wonderful gems include
That and the
Included, at this point, the monetization of the video is going to earn Disney more revenue than the movie itself. And they finally did it. They made a movie nobody is going to pirate. Those who haven't seen the trailer may wonder if it's really as bad as the comments are making out to be. And we can say with certainty that it may be even worse. The trailer makes Snow White feel like an unholy amalgamation of all the worst aspects of modern Disney. The bad CGI, the oversaturated colors, the preachy woke actors, the character assassinations to tell a more modern story because apparently old fairy tales can't teach valuable lessons anymore.
Nope. Nope. God forbid you have actual lessons from old stories taught today. That's just horrible and patriarchal and just old-fashioned and colonial and racist and bigoted and all the horrible things.
And all of this has been rolled into one massive controversial mess. It seems like the trailer is trying to tell two stories, the original Disney tale and its modernized counterpart. As a result, it all just feels very disconnected. Disney's designed the film to look like the original movie and included moments from it, but there's no room for any of it in their modern retelling. And it leaves you wondering how they plan to fit the old hag tricking Snow White into eating the apple and Snow White bravely confronting the queen in the same story. The one doesn't work with the other. And
No, it doesn't. At all. You can't have her confront the queen. She's got to eat the apple and
unless,
fall
of course,
asleep and be
nostalgia will
saved
draw
by the
crowds
prince.
and plan to swap them once they're in their seats. It just seems like nothing about any of this makes any sense. And this is all made worse by the fact that they use
There are
horrendous
comments on the Snow White trailer that have more likes than the video.
CGI. It feels like Disney took a scalpel to
my
the original
God.
movie, but rather than carefully carving it into something new, it hacked away at this with reckless abandon. Every bit of animation feels oversaturated, artificial, and just lifeless. While the creatures move around and pull expressions similar to their 2D counterparts, there's just no life to them. None of the magic that Walt Disney originally thought of. They're essentially just glorified plushies, and the dwarfs are even worse. Knowing the whole scandal about the dwarfs to begin with,
Hans Christian Andersen is one of my ancestors. That's cool. That's very, very cool.
with Peter Dinklage even pressuring Disney not to use dwarf actors, it was originally supposed to be 7 diverse magical dwarfs. But now
7 diverse magical dwarfs.
seeing the huge backlash to that, their faces are an unfortunate combination of animation and hyper-realism, and the result's terrible. It's hard to believe that a studio like Disney with all its resources could have such terrible CGI. This is the same studio responsible for producing Narnia, and yet somehow even Narnia, an almost 20-year-old film with a smaller budget and less advanced technology, has better CGI.
Jesus Christ. How does Narnia look better than Snow White 2024? That's insane. Yes, he did. He did do Thumbelina and the Little Mermaid and the Ugly Duckling, I believe.
It's a real wonder how Disney went from designing a realistic lion with natural facial expressions to an over-cartoonized turtle. Knowing the amount of hate the film's already got just from the actresses alone, Disney also seems to have really abandoned the production value here. And it's not just the animals and dwarfs that feel artificial. The sets look very obviously green screened, and something about the costumes feels off. They seem almost cheap and plastic, like toys designed for children rather than set pieces for a multi-million-dollar movie.
Why? What's the point of cheaping out like that? Especially on a movie like Snow White that's probably gonna do really well if you
things
do
that
it
don't
properly.
feel like they were pulled out of a cartoon. And as a result, they just look out of place. The only person who doesn't seem to look out of place in the trailer was the old hag. Now I know it's meant to be a kids movie and children may not be worried about the smaller details as much, but kids still deserve good content and so do adults.
Yes. Like, there's a reason that good kids movies are good kids movies and they're fun for the whole family to watch. And there are movies that parents actually want to sit down and watch with their children. And you can't just be like, oh, this is a kids movie, so let's half-ass it.
And Disney has become so reliant on CGI in the last few years that their projects just seem so lazy. You don't even have to go that far back to see how much the over-reliance on CGI has changed the complete quality of the studio as a whole. And you know it's just this corporate soulless board at the top of the company looking to cost cut and make as much profit from this stuff as possible. I mean, you just look at the difference between Lily James's dress in Cinderella and Zegler's in the new trailer. There's absolutely no contest.
Oh, you got to stay at Swan Lake when you went to Denmark? That's cool. And visit the castle from Hamlet? As a child, I never watched Disney movies because I was a huge Brothers Grimm fan. And the changes Disney made to the stories did not make sense to me. That makes sense to me. Because when I read the Brothers Grimm stuff after watching the Disney stuff, I was like, what the hell? That's not how that's supposed to go.
And the fact that there's barely a 10-year difference between the two films is devastating. Not even the acting can save this abomination of a film, and in some cases is actually contributing to its failure. While Rachel Zegler is currently one of the most disliked Disney actresses, due to her terrible interviews last year, her role isn't actually unearned. She can deliver the lines well, and there's no denying that she can sing. However, Gal Gadot's performance as the evil queen leaves much to be desired. The thing about Disney villains is that they're meant to be. Gadot's performance as the evil queen can deliver the lines well, and there's no denying that she can sing. However, Gal Gadot's performance as the evil
You mean Gal Gadot?
queen leaves much to be desired. The thing about Disney villains is that they're meant to be dramatic, larger than life, and very fun to watch. No matter how evil they might be, you just can't help but enjoy every moment they're on screen.
Yes, you're supposed to love to hate the Disney villains. Like Ursula, for example, or the stepmother from Cinderella. You're supposed to love to hate them.
It's because you just know that the actors behind them were probably having the best time.
Oh,
they also
yeah.
have undeniable talent and presence.
Or Miss Hannigan from Annie.
Even when hidden behind the facade of a cartoon lion, Jeremy Irons commands the room. Be Prepared is one of the most well-loved songs from The Lion King, because he and Jim Cummings put their all into the performance, which is a huge contrast to Gal Gadot, who really doesn't seem to care about this movie anymore, all while secretly hating her co-star and having no real presence for the character of the evil queen. This character is meant to be regal, cold and calculating, someone so obsessed with her own beauty that she's willing to command the death of her own stepdaughter.
Yeah. You're supposed to capture that type of villainy and that type of evil. And it feels like Disney just didn't care about it this time.
Someone who loses that beauty because her obsession drives her to sacrifice it just so that she can rob someone else of theirs. But there doesn't seem to be any of that obsession in Gadot's version of the evil queen. While we could chalk this up to the fact that they've changed some aspects of the story, it's mostly because of Gal Gadot's delivery. She seems more stiff and just irritated that her stepdaughter has opinions, and her obsession with her beauty has become more surface level vanity. Just based on the trailer, we can tell that Gal Gadot's evil queen orders Snow White's death, and it will probably have very little intimidation behind it. In less than 2.5 minutes, Disney seems to have destroyed their most prized creation, the original film that started it all for Disney.
Yeah, because Snow White was... The original Snow White was, like, one of the crown jewels in the Disney vault. And it was done so well.
And it seems like nobody on the set even cares about the film, with most of the actors seemingly hating the original characters.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and
I used to read Grimm to my half sister and other girlies I lived with. They loved it. Grimm is so vindictive, just the way kitties like. They do.
On stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not
going to be saved by the prince. Oh my god, because God forbid she actually have somebody that she's in love with save
for the
her.
prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave.
Gal Gadot is very hot. She has a great bod, but she is not a good actress. No.
and true. And so it's just a really incredible story for, I think, young people everywhere to see themselves in.
And the production crew constantly changing what's actually going to happen in the movie. Since being cast, Rachel Zegler has been one of the studio's biggest problems. She's been at the center of numerous controversies and gone out of her way to make enemies with people with much more power than her, and even her own co-star. But unfortunately for Disney, her latest scandal wasn't a spat with a more popular celebrity or even the characters like she did previously. This time, she decided she would take on more than half of her country. Now,
Oh God, I forgot about this. What did she do?
whether you're left or right wing, it doesn't really matter here. It's all about virtue signaling Hollywood, which is why when Trump won the election recently, Zegler was not happy, but not for any normal reasons. Showing that she needed to prove to the world that she was on the right side of history, she took to her Instagram and wrote a strongly worded story about how disappointed and heartbroken she was over the country's decision, calling Trump a threat to democracy and finishing off her post with a wish that Trump and his supporters would never know peace.
Wow. Crazy lady. Crazy lady made Trump and his supporters never know peace. Why? Because they'd have the different opinion than you?
No matter which side of the political aisle you're on, this is a pretty strong statement for a mainstream actor. Not really the sort of thing you want from a woman playing a Disney princess, as more than half the country were understandably angered by Zegler's words, and started calling for her to be fired.
She is a female Arnie hired for looks, not acting.
Which isn't the
job.
first time that people have called for this. After this, people suspected that Disney sent her a very stern email, as Zegler quickly returned to Instagram to deliver a half-hearted apology.
I'm sorry, I was so mean, I guess.
She explained that she let her emotions get the best of her, and was committed to contributing positively towards a better tomorrow. The apology is very carefully worded, as if Disney had told her exactly what to say.
Because they did. They absolutely did tell her exactly what to say.
However, no one else was buying it. Zegler had shown her true colors once again, and after many forced apologies, nobody was buying it anymore. But it wasn't just hurting Snow White's chances of success, it was also poking holes in Disney's paper-thin arguments over its integrity, as there's been far too many scandals to count with Disney in recent years. And we've actually made several videos in the past discussing just this alone. And Disney, seeing the backlash they've got to all their virtue signaling stuff, are now trying to reel it in. But it seems like they're losing control of all of this, which is why many suspect that Disney is once again bracing itself for a rough start to 2025.
Because there's so much they're doing wrong. Like, they're taking away the whole trans thing from Inside Out. I know that. They're detransitioning the Inside Out.
This
2
comes
story.
after many years of disaster, as money has just been going down the drain for the company recently. Now, of course, Disney is notorious for having big budgets for its films. It dedicates thousands of hours and millions of dollars to projects that people love. However, it seems like as the cost of projects has gone up, the quality has also taken a nosedive, as we can quite clearly see with Snow White. According to Forbes, production costs have jumped up to $269.4 million.
Holy shit. Why? Why is it so high? And why is the quality so bad if it's so high?
And that was just because of reshoots after the backlash over Disney's replacements for the dwarfs and other elements of the movie. This time the studio can only blame itself. While Disney was forced to admit they'd overspent their budget, it refused to admit defeat. A $55.5 million reimbursement from the UK government gave the studio a bit of leeway, but the cost of the film was still insane. And the crazy thing is that these aren't even the final numbers. And yet by looking at the trailers and the reception to it online, it seems like this movie is going to be yet another giant train wreck for the studio. For almost 2 years now, Disney has spent so much money on reshoots, post-production and marketing just for this movie. So it's safe to assume that by the time Snow White makes it onto the big screen, its total cost will be well over $300 million.
Holy fuck. Why? Does it need to be that much money? The reason they didn't use real dwarf actors is because they would all compared to Rachel. Ziegler is almost a toxic poisonous dwarf. And I have known some wonderful 5-foot darlings. They basically had to reshoot and CG everything after the test screening showed zero appreciation. If you do 10 movies, you expect 1 to do well, 2 to do okay, and a couple to break even. Yeah, none of that is happening for Disney this time.
Because of the drama surrounding the upcoming movie, most doubt to even break even, much less profit. To put into perspective, The Little Mermaid suffered a $5 million loss, and this was despite having a lead actress that was at least likable. Meanwhile, Zegler appears to be one of the main reasons people are sworn off watching Snow White, not to mention the huge list of all the other things. With this in context, it's easy to understand why they avoided releasing the official trailer and poster for so long. Arguably, the best thing Disney can do now is accidentally lose all the footage from the project and use it as a tax write-off.
Ooh. Ouch. That is brutal. That was absolutely brutal to say that. Five lose money. That makes sense. That makes sense. Because if you do 10, 1 does well, 1 does bad, or like that statistic makes sense, Michael. When Joe Rogan beefed with his father on YouTube. What the hell is this about? And I would like to take this time to remind you guys that this stream is brought to you by you, and I would greatly appreciate your support. There is a link pinned in the chat, and if
when
you
Joe
could
exposed
take
his
yourself-
own, when
if
Joe
you would be willing to check it out, that would be awesome.
When Joe exposed his own terrible father,
my real father was crazy. He was like a psychotic person.
It strangely became a TikTok beef.
You lied about me. Your father. You owe me a big apology.
You'll need
Okay, this is not something I'm familiar with.
a bit of context.
I
Joe
do.
was born in August 1967 to Joseph Rogan Sr. and his mother Susan Lembo. As a child, Joe thought his dad was awesome.
Well, at the time, I thought that my father was like a hero. I think every kid thinks like that about his dad, especially if your dad is like an imposing figure.
But at the
That's the weird thing. It's like I never thought of my dad as a hero. Like I never idolized my dad. Like I respected my dad. I never wanted to like talk back to my dad or anything like that. Well, I did talk back to my dad, but I never felt, what's it called? I never idolized him or thought he was my hero.
the age of
or
only
anything
5, his parents got divorced, at which point Joe and his mother moved to San Francisco, where she remarried, giving Joe a stepdad. Meanwhile, his biological father, Joseph Rogan Sr., lived his own separate life as a cop in New Jersey, leading him and Joe to completely lose contact.
Okay.
But as he entered his teens, Joe realized his father wasn't exactly a hero. In a 2015 Rolling Stone interview, Joe explained, "All I remember of my dad," he says, "are these brief violent flashes of domestic violence."
Oh, lovely. So you're typical angry New Jersey cop.
But I don't want to complain about my childhood. Nothing bad ever really happened to me. It was just confusing, you know. He was
You
just
were
a
an
very
actor in
violent,
Toronto.
scary
Oh, cool.
guy. After the split, we moved to San Francisco and that was it. Never heard from him again. It was further mentioned that Joe really would rather not discuss the topic, made apparent by its lack of discussion on the podcast. For the first 4 years of the Joe Rogan Experience, he never once mentioned his biological father. But But all of this changed on episode 118, when Joe began to expose exactly who his father was.
All my damaged shit came from my real father before I was 7. My real father was crazy. He was like a psychotic person.
He explained some of the worst things that his dad had done.
He beat the out of my mother.
Like he would be the type to come home.
He beat
like,
the out of my cousin.
Really?
Yeah, he beat.
He beat his mom and his cousin. Holy shit. That's terrifying.
My cousin up. He picked my cousin up by his hair. Threw him in. He was a big guy, big, scary, crazy cop from New Jersey. I got to see worst case scenario. Someone who just can't keep it together, smacks women, beats the shit out of kids.
Further adding in the Rolling Stone interview, when I was 5, I had a fight with one of my cousins. Punched him in the face over something stupid. My dad pulled me aside and I told him the truth of what happened. He said, "Did you cry?" I said, "No." He said, "Good, don't ever cry." I mean, he was happy that I punched my cousin.
He didn't give a that I was in a fight. He just wanted to make sure there was no crying bitches in the street. It was
that is
intense.
not great advice for a 5-year-old.
I was punching everybody after that. I was like, all right, you're getting punched. It was so stupid. It was like the worst way of raising a child ever.
At this point, however, Joe was barely famous, and as a result, his father won't respond directly to the allegations. All he will say is, "I don't talk about people the way they talk about me. That's not in my DNA. What's gone is gone." Despite his father denying the allegations, Joe had clearly been through something.
There's something about like seeing someone you're close to who's an adult beating up like a 10 or 11-year-old. You ever see that before?
To the extent that it changed who Joe was as a person.
Is there a violent person in there?
Let's see. I was a punk vampire. Forever Night for 2 seasons. Cool. Teddy, how you doing?
Oh yeah, There's a lot of violence in me for sure. I don't know if it's genetic or learned or.
Your mom and dad broke up early on. Is it connected to the dad at all?
I'm sure it's connected to him also because he was violent and it made me feel very scared to be around him. But
Well, yeah. If you've got somebody that's like fucking always violent around you, and like it's gonna be scary for you, but it's also gonna rub off on you.
I also think it's connected in who he was as a human is transferred into my DNA.
In the meantime, Joseph Rogan Sr. had 2 twin daughters, automatically making them Joe Rogan's half-sisters. One of them told the Daily Mail, "I was 19 years old when my father told me about Joe Jr. He was not even famous yet. He was a comedian and did a show called News Radio. We looked him up on the computer and emailed him asking to meet and explained that his father would also like to meet him. Joe did respond, but not kindly. He referred to my father as a sperm donor, so my sister and I backed off and never emailed him again. Joe clearly had no interest in reuniting with his father.
Well, if he's as violent as Joe claims, then why would he want to?
Did you ever want to meet your dad? Did you ever? See, you know what's funny? My mom.
I mean, I met him. I knew him until I was like 6.
Instead, using the experience as a learning lesson.
It made me realize that you can't count on people, but you can
Then
count
that's
on
trust
some people.
issues,
but
man.
I definitely had
That's trust
issues for a long
issues right
time,
there.
But become someone that people count on.
But while Joe thought his dad wouldn't see what he had said,
my parents, well, like regular people,
Your
no.
parents don't listen to this show. They got shit to do.
No, they don't. But if they did, they're boomers. They're
course.
full on.
it turns out Joe Rogan Sr. had always been watching.
Oh, he's interesting. That's kind of
Conveniently, after Joe had made hundreds of millions of dollars, his father and half-sister went public via TikTok.
Of course they did. Of course they did. After Joe is rich and famous, then now they're like, we're related to Joe Rogan.
So for all you Joe Rogan fans out there, Joe's been telling his side of the story for 27 plus years. Now it's time for the original Rogans to tell our side of the story.
The original Rogans, aren't you younger than Joe? Aren't you the half sister? Didn't you come after Joe?
With Joseph Sr. first calling his son out.
Lied about me. Your father. Tired of it, Joe. I just had enough. You couldn't handle me. 81 years old. You couldn't handle this guy right here. And
oh my God. That's not how a father talks to their son, even if they're angry.
When you said I beat up kids, I beat up other women, how could I get away with that? You lied. We all know you lied. You owe me a big apology.
Whilst his half-sister supported that their dad did nothing wrong.
Joe, you were taken away at a very young age. Unfortunately, you did not get to grow up with the man that we were fortunate enough to grow up with, that my kids are fortunate enough to grow up with.
They try to make it seem like they simply wanted to talk.
Come here, sit down, and me and you talk. That's
That, I don't know. He sounds pretty violent, going, you couldn't handle me right here. You couldn't handle me. That sounds pretty violent.
I won't tell nobody what was said. I'm a stand-up guy. I ain't like you making up stories so I can make money.
However, money seemed like the more obvious motive.
You got all the money, everything, but you know what you don't have? You ain't got two balls.
I love when I see the comments. They just want the money. They want the money back.
You do just want the money. Why didn't you come and say anything before? Why did it take you until now?
I have a box, Pandora's box. And if I open it, Joe, things would get really ugly.
The video concluded with his father stating this.
Family is everything.
Leading him and the daughter to get mercilessly roasted. Family is everything. The guy who left his kid.
Oh, fuck.
Son, now that you're worth 500 million, I want to fix our relationship.
Yeah.
His dad was silent for 27 years about this. He conveniently waited until Joe Rogan was the most powerful voice in the country and worth 110 million to come back into his life and square everything up.
Yeah, basically waited till after he got to talk to Trump, after all that, and now he's like, why don't you want to talk to me?
If it was about blood, he would have been there 50 years ago making things right. Despite the heavy backlash, Joe's family doubled down, stating on a press tour, "Growing up, my sister and I just had such a happy childhood. I just can't tell everyone enough what a great father we have. God has blessed us," she said. "My father has never been violent ever. That is why Joe Jr.'s claims are such a shock to us. My father has never even raised his voice to us. He is the epitome of a wonderful father." However, a podcast episode they did shortly after again portrayed the opposite. Joseph Sr. introduced his son like this.
As he was growing up, what did you notice in Joe?
He was soft.
Soft?
Yeah.
He was soft. He was 6. He was 6, dude. What the fuck?
Soft in what way, sir?
He wouldn't get involved with people, and he wasn't a tough kid.
And then proceeded to state.
Everybody out there, I'm gonna tell you straight up, Joe's full of shit in plain English. He went to drama school. You can see he's a drama queen. Everything.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, you're not a violent, abusive guy at all. Just talking about your 6-year-old like he wasn't a tough kid, he was soft. Oh, fuck off.
If he's that crazy at 81, I can only imagine when he was 40. He then accuses his son of being gay.
Joe has sugar in his tank?
I'll bet on that.
Did you see signs?
Joe has oh my god. Yeah, no, sorry. Joe's not gay.
Signs of that when he was young?
Long time ago.
Did he ever show interest in girls?
I didn't see him much since he was 7 years old. I didn't even know what the girl was.
But it was clear that his father was...
Yeah, that because he was 7. That doesn't mean he's gay. Oh my god, what the fuck is the matter with you, dude?
Simply bitter.
I think the wrong thing they did was give him that #1 over his head. If you look at his head, it got bigger. His head got bigger than his head.
Despite this, Joseph Sr. still wanted to meet his son, stating, "I'm on my way out. I'm 80 years old. I'm in the rearview mirror, but I would like to see him. I definitely would sit down with him because he needs to listen to my side of the story." However, calling Joe out made this way less likely, because recently, when Bert Kreischer asked Joe about his father, Joe refused to give the topic attention.
Wait, is your dad still alive? Yeah. Is your dad still alive?
Yeah, allegedly.
Positively, however, it's made Joe a better person.
Because I watch my kids I watch them, I talk to them, I communicate with them. I didn't have a good childhood, so for me it's important to be a good dad. Talking to them, treating them like I'm not just their dad, but also I'm their friend and I care about them.
It's true though. Like you can't just. What am I doing here? There we go. You can't just be like, you can't just, like, what's it called? You can't just do, like, be a horrible father just saying just shitty stuff like, oh, you're soft. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. What's it called? Okay, where was I here? Alright, guys. That was an interesting... I had no idea that that was even happening. I really did not. Entitled Gamer gets a huge reality check. This should be interesting. This should be very interesting. Alright, guys. Let's see. Where are we here? Let's take a look at this video. We've got 8 people in chat. If everybody sends in a $10 donation, we can hit the stream goal.
You know what my name is. You guys all know who the f I am.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do.
What's your name, man?
You guys talk about me all the time. I'm the most popular man in this town.
If you're so popular, what's your name?
You know who I am.
Oh boy, well, this teenager decided to walk in the middle of the road and completely ignore all traffic. When the police showed up, they asked him, hey, please get out of the road, and he completely ignored them and continued walking. He then escalates the situation by punching a cop and then blames the situation on 420 and video games.
Oh, no, 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 no. That's not happening.
No. Video games? Okay. What? Excuse me. I feel like the only thing that combination leads to is the DoorDash app. But it's safe to say we are in for a ride today.
His voice suggests violence so intensely. Oh, Joe Rogan Sr.'s voice? The lollipops he sucked on when he did Fear Factor were cannabis. We just watched some Fear Factor last night, and he sounded so fucking tiny. He sounded so tiny, just like pre-testosterone Joe sounds so fucking small.
He's ignoring me.
Hey man, stop right there. Hey, stop. Hey. That's far enough. Get off!
Oh
man.
no.
Get off! Get off!
Stop resisting.
Get off!
Imagine if he just angrily walked on the sidewalk. None of this would have happened. But
Yeah, why is he in the middle of the road? What is the point of being in the middle of the road?
the situation escalates quite a bit, and the teenager decides to punch the cop for some reason, the guy who stopped him, and then he was tased and thrown to the ground. So clearly the teenager was just on a mission to increase the difficulty of his life. But
yeah, apparently he just wants the hard way. He just wants the
let's
hard
continue
way.
from the sidewalk.
You walking, you guys assaulted me. You do realize that, right? Just because I wasn't following the street rules doesn't mean that I should be treated like this.
Well, I mean, dude, you can't be walking on the road.
I can't breathe. Can you please just let off your knees?
Give me just a second.
Hang on, dude. I was just walking. You guys touched me. You do know that.
You swung on me.
You tried
to punch me in the face.
You assaulted a police officer.
Let me pass. You literally grabbed me.
You literally grabbed me. Yeah, because you're in the middle of the road, my dude. What the hell do you expect them to do? Let you just wander around?
I I was just walking. I don't know if you know this. Walking in the roadway is against the law. Who the fuck cares?
We do.
Who the fuck cares about walking in the roadway being against the law? We do. We're the cops.
This is like one of the most avoidable situations I've seen on a body cam channel. This did not need to happen.
Yeah, we're the police. No, it's my life. I should be able to do what I want.
It's my life. I should. What is with this generation and thinking that? It's my life. I should be able to do all the drugs I want and ruin my life and other people's around me. It's my life. I should be able to walk in the middle of the road and get hit by a car and therefore traumatize the driver of that car. What?
Yeah.
Was he ever told no as a kid?
Just
No,
so you
we're
know,
gonna
in
be
case you didn't feel like
Ackerman in front of 512.
that's fucking weak. Are still standing. Took both of you motherfuckers.
Oh my god. It took both of you motherfuckers. I'm still standing. Yeah, dude, what is... That's not a good thing. Now you're gonna get charged with resisting.
What's the upside of this? I assaulted 2 cops. Take that. That taser was weak.
And the handcuff.
Well, you know what? Here's the deal, man. We were trying...
Trying to what? Ruin my day?
No, we were trying to not hurt you.
Dude, you ruined your own day here.
You're trying to be nice.
And then you decided to swing on us.
How old are you? You grabbed me.
How old are you?
I'm 19. Oh, perfect.
Oh,
You
good.
grabbed me. I didn't even do nothing. I swung because you guys were both hitting me.
We weren't hitting you.
You fucking grabbing me. I was just walking.
You were not complying.
I shouldn't have to. It's a free country.
All right.
It's not.
Here's the deal, man. You have the right to remain silent. Why don't
It's
you use
a
that?
free
You guys
country.
are a bunch of fucking bullshit. What's your name, dude?
Really?
You know what my name is. You guys all know who the fuck I am.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do. What's your name, man? You guys talk about me all the fucking time. I'm the most popular man in this fucking town.
If you're so popular, what's your name?
You know who I am. I'm Luke.
Luke what?
But I don't ask to be popular. I just know I am because everybody fucking watches me all the time.
The top comment of this video dubbed him Luke Streetwalker. And I mean, the average influencer we talk about on this channel is more humble than this guy. Clearly, there's a lot to unpack here.
Popular, you talk about me all the time. That sounds paranoid, dude. That sounded really paranoid.
So he walked in the middle of the road long enough to get the police called on him, decides to punch a cop, has to be taken to the ground because he won't get out of the road, and then he claims that everyone talks about him.
Yeah, that just sounds like some... Do you remember when Mr. Medicare used to talk about, like, the gang stalking guys? That's what he sounds like. The gang stalking type of person. Like, everybody's gang stalking me.
I don't want to know what his other antics have been, because with this attitude, this could not be his first incident.
Luke, what's your last name? Luke. Yeah, you're messing with Matt's son. Good job, man. Who's Matt? Matt?
He just thinks he's his own law. It's so sad for a 19-year-old. It really is. So what the fuck? I know, right, Michael?
That taser was weak as...
I believe you.
Yeah, the old one was better.
But I mean, come on, they give him you have the right to remain silent. So he just goes, do you know who you're messing with? You're messing with so-and-so's son.
Oh my god, I hate people like that. You're messing with so-and-so's son. I fucking hate that.
Taser was weak. This body cam footage feels like a reality TV show, which is why I wanted to watch it with you guys. Because this definitely fits the definition of laughably stupid, which I like to cover here on this channel.
Well, thank you for showing us.
I was just walking. Even though I wasn't walking on the sidewalk, you guys grabbed me. No, nothing can happen. You guys...
Yeah, you were breaking the law. You shouldn't be walking on the street, dude.
You remember when I told you to step over on the sidewalk so I could talk to you, and you ignored me and kept on walking?
I'm allowed to keep walking.
And then you tried to walk right through my sergeant.
I don't owe you shit.
I don't owe you shit. No, it's not because you owe them anything. It's because that's what happens when the police stop you. Is you I don't know. You stop when they tell you to stop.
Sorry, I am my own person.
You
just
can't-
like
you
you
can't-
are.
Keep I am my
You
own
can't walk in the middle of the road. You get hit by a car. We don't want you to get killed. It's my life. I'm allowed to gamble it any way I want.
Oh my god. Stupid fucking Gen Alpha bullshit. Or no, this is Gen C. This is Gen Z bullshit. Play stupid games, win a ride in cuffs. Yup.
Not exactly.
Oh, buddy. There's like a clear lack of parenting here from someone who was bragging about their dad.
No, this is not lack of parenting. Like, this is not just lack of parenting. There is something in Gen Z that they just don't care about their life.
Whoever was the parent here set him up for disaster.
You're allowed to do whatever you want. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Well, that's not exactly true. You can't, you can't do whatever you want. Are you hurting anyone?
Oh, man.
Well, if I am, it's because of you.
This guy. The amount of one-liners this kid has is just incredible.
Okay, so where are you hurting?
You've already established that the taser didn't. Anywhere, actually, to be dead ass honest.
All right.
No, I ain't hurting anywhere, to be dead ass honest. Well, then why did you say something about being hurt? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
You said the taser didn't hurt you nowhere, right? Nope. You said we didn't hurt you.
Stay down.
Stay there. You said we didn't hurt you? Huh? You said we couldn't hurt you, right? No, you guys did not fucking hurt me. Okay. I'm just minding my own fucking business, and you guys are the ones.
Well, that's exactly what we were doing. We're minding our own business, trying to do our job.
Yep.
By approaching me, we're trying to help you.
Trying to keep you out of the roadway so you don't get run over.
By approaching me, you were minding your own business. Luke, believe it or not,
We received a call.
Believe it or not, we don't want you to get run over. That's what the fuck you guys are. Believe it or not, we don't want you to get run over. I ain't gonna get ran over. Well, walking in the middle of the road is not a good way to assure. Don't you get that?
There's sidewalks on both sides.
No one will fucking hit me.
Yeah, how do you know no one will hit you? Are you clairvoyant?
I wonder, like, if this is how he treats police, I wonder how he treats, like, his parents or any other authoritative figure in his life. Because this is quite brazen.
There's sidewalks on both sides of the street, man.
Well, you guys just don't want it to be known that no one will fucking hit me. That's...
What the fuck? You guys don't want it to be known that no one will hit me. What are you car proof?
What it is. Luke, I'm gonna ask you a serious question. Have you done any illegal drugs today? Have you used me? I smoked. You smoked. Did you ever use me today? No. Okay.
Did you?
The reason I'm asking is your eyes are like super pinpoint, like your pupils. Mm-hmm. You sure you haven't? Play a lot of video games. You know how you have to watch your eyes and shit.
I play a lot of video games. Oh my god, really? Really? This is where we're going? I play a lot of video games, therefore my eyes are all pinpointed and dilated. Yes. Yes.
Okay. If you combine that, you get aggressive, like eye looking.
No.
No.
Not at all. I feel like that would make you want to sink into a couch or a chair and not run out in the streets and start something with the police. This is just such a weird interaction that has so many oddball one-liners, but he racked up a serious amount of felonies from just this instance right here.
I'll bet.
The only thing I'm allowed to fucking walk.
Yeah, on the sidewalk.
I love how he just doesn't understand that he's not allowed to walk in the middle of the road.
See, I'm not the aggressive one.
Neither am I.
This is Luke. He's got some taser barbs. You roll over here, bud. He's got some taser barbs in his back and in his legs. Yeah, if you guys could remove them and just give him a quick assessment. He's telling us that he doesn't have any injuries or anything. I was literally just walking. You guys grabbed me and threw me on the ground.
Bro.
I was just walking.
I was just walking. I was just walking in the middle of the road like an idiot. I was just walking.
It's an EMT, not the judge.
Build those churches, huh? It don't mean shit to you guys.
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
No.
No, I really don't.
What? He's being arrested outside of a church. So he's criticizing the church now?
Luke, you hurt anywhere? You have any injuries at all?
I'm just hurt by you guys.
Okay. You
Any health problems? Do you take any medications?
No medication, just smoking. That's really all I do. And that's
No.
legal, but not for my age because I ain't 21. But
okay? It might as well get out of the road.
Dude. Come on, dude.
Stand up.
Right, 1, 2, 3, up.
There you go. Which car you want, man?
Mine's got a little more room.
oh, is this what these Andrew Tate videos are?
Wait, what?
Oh, is this what these Andrew Tate videos are?
You say what these what tapes are?
Andrew Tate videos. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I have no.
What the fuck? What Andrew Tate videos? What the what tangent did what the fuck?
No idea what you're talking about.
Is he trying to insinuate the Matrix is coming to grab him now? The Matrix is after him. The Matrix won't let him walk around in the middle of the road. Oh man, what a fascinating 8-minute clip. So just in 8 minutes, he's walking in the middle of the road. He tries to punch a police officer. When they can't do that, they put him to the ground. They then try to rationalize his behavior, and he says, this was all video games and 420, which absolutely does not make sense.
No. And fuck you for saying that. Not you, Atozy, but fuck you for saying video games and weed made you walk in the middle of the road and all aggressive, Luke, whatever.
And now he thinks the Matrix is after him. Oh, buddy, what are you doing to your life?
Pat him down to shut my middle divider.
Wasted all you want. Pocket the phone.
I used to roll in the
No
streets
weapons or
because
anything?
those car
I
tips
understand.
are hard-
No
those
weapons or
car
anything,
tips
though?
are hard on the arms. Well, that makes sense.
Phone.
No weed cartridge.
Wait, try the left side.
Did he say, wait, try to... Okay.
You gonna have a seat, watch your head when you get in.
At least he's very upfront about it, I guess.
He acts like we know, but I have no idea who this kid is.
Because he's out of his mind, that's why.
Luke was charged with felony assault, obstructing official business, failure to comply with signal or order, resisting arrest, and pedestrian walking along a highway.
What a great way to start off your life. Don't be like Luke Streetwalker here, because he just made his life infinitely harder simply because he was looking for some confrontation. What was this? What do we...
Yeah, like, what did he do? Like, why? What's the point? What's the point in that confrontation anyway? Like, why do we need the confrontation of what's it called? Fighting with the police officers. LSD laced pot is what he smoked. Yeah, no shit. That guy is just... There's something the matter with him. I don't know what the hell is going on. Alright, we've got a short video from Decoy Voice. What should his punishment be? Let's take a look at this video and see what this is about. Alright, guys. How do you guys like this screen that we're using?
Tokyo, Japan. The Apple Store can just leave out in Tokyo, Japan. The Apple Store can just leave out devices worth thousands of dollars. Meanwhile, in America, stores have to lock up $2 snacks behind secured plexiglass.
That's because the culture is way fucking different.
But unfortunately for Japan, we may be exporting our culture of degeneracy. as stealing noodles from a convenience store is pretty much the lowest level of crime that can be committed. But what would you say his punishment should be? Because I legitimately think he needs to receive a 1 million yen fine, 1 year in prison, then immediately be deported from the country at his own expense, as the court system traditionally would see this as petty theft. But I personally believe the recording, broadcasting, and encouragement of this behavior should be treated as a drastically different crime.
I agree. I agree. If you're going to record yourself being a nuisance, then you should absolutely receive a higher punishment.
As creating a high-trust society in a city,
He wanted to be like his idol, St. George.
large as Tokyo is incredibly difficult, if not impossible, in this era, and for somebody with a $1,000 smartphone to steal $7 of food for nothing more than social media clout needs to be made an example out of.
Agreed. Agreed. Absolutely. If you're gonna be doing this bullshit just because, literally just because, for no other reason but because you can, then yeah, you need to have an example made of you.
As the American mind can't comprehend the concept of Tokyo's Apple Store.
All the iPhones displayed aren't attached to any security device. You can literally pick them up and examine them without any restrictions. And this doesn't just apply to iPhones, but to other things in the store like headphones. Like, I could totally just pretend these are mine and walk out, which is crazy. Even
No. I doubt you could do that.
their most expensive devices like iPads and MacBook Pros are only connected to one thing, which is the charging cable. So you can literally just unplug the devices and pick them up as you please.
That just doesn't sound like that. But there's the trust factor here. Like, that's the thing. It's the trust factor. And I highly doubt that they would allow you to just walk out of the store.
The absence of security just goes to show how much trust and honesty is part of the Japanese culture and society. And although this is obviously ideal, there are certain countries I won't name that I just don't see this being possible in.
It was even
There are certain countries you won't name.
shocking to the original poster who lives in Japan, but the replies highlight how their local CVS locks up candy. How in America, you need an employee to
It
retrieve
should be
the
considered a high crime and he should lose his hand like it says in their law. I agree.
deodorant, and in Walmart, the toothpaste is secured by a lock and key. But as TikTok is a global social media platform, some people didn't understand these comments. But to put it simply, liberal cities basically decriminalize stealing from stores.
Yeah.
So places like CVS Pharmacy are forced to lock up nearly everything. Or even $2 drinks are only accessible by employees.
Yeah. There are certain stores where, like, the snacks and shit are behind glass because everybody steals them.
But that doesn't stop the culture of protecting criminals, as they boldly steal in front of employees. As putting something behind a case doesn't change the fact that stealing things sees nearly zero consequences. And it's not exclusive to CVS, as everywhere thieves casually take whatever they like, while employees look on helplessly. And coming full circle, they snap through security cables in American Apple stores, casually waltzing by police vehicles waiting outside. But
That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And they get released on bail like the next
what's
day.
worse is all these devices are useless when stolen from stores. And that's why when an American Chinese girl that lives in Tokyo finds it fascinating when an Apple store can just leave out their $1,000 devices unsecured in the open. As low trust societies are essentially the default in this day and age, but sadly it doesn't have to be this way.
No, it doesn't.
As in Tokyo, these Famima stores sit there unattended 24 hours a day. With zero employees, customers are just trusted to pick out whatever they want, then ring themselves up at these self-service counters.
Wow. That's interesting. That is a fascinating way of doing things.
But unfortunately for us, that Famima I used to go to in Los Angeles had closed. and the Japanese company actually shut down all their stores back in 2015 to focus on Asia. So I wonder what the real reason was and why they decided to deport the States, as I remember the Famimas both in Culver City and Santa Monica constantly being busy, but for some unknown reason, they still couldn't turn a profit, as self-checkout systems simply can't exist in American liberal cities.
No, they can't. Don't you guys remember the video we watched the other day about the Target lady who was scanning false barcodes and stealing shit?
Even though they operate twice as fast with a tiny fraction of the labor costs, apparently 15% of people openly admit to stealing at them, which in reality is likely double that, as self-checkouts everywhere had to close down due to theft. So self-checkouts are the new shopping carts in the street, as 10 years ago you could always see if you were in a bad part of the city if you randomly saw shopping carts in the streets, residential areas, or anywhere they don't belong. But now, you can actually gauge your safety based on if the grocery store still has their self-checkout lanes, because they're beneficial for the companies, convenient for the customers, but only if it's located in a high-trust society.
That's crazy. That is insane. That's how you know if basically it's a safe place.
As sadly, the concept of a cashierless store existed back in 2016, but could never get off the ground in America due to our inability to be law-abiding citizens. And now it appears we may be exporting that culture of criminality to Japan.
Videotaping this crime spree is the best idea we ever had!
And
oh my god, that's amazing.
again, stealing cereal, noodles, and eggs doesn't seem like a huge deal, but he's not robbing Japan of a meal, he's robbing them of trust.
Yes.
As a quiet town of villagers can all leave their doors unlocked no matter what the city size, but all it takes to end the illusion of safety is one shady person stealing stuff that isn't theirs.
Exactly. He's ruining a facet of culture that is definitely more prevalent there than it is here, and he should be punished for that.
In technology, reducing overhead costs and providing a cheaper and more efficient shopping experience. But one idiot making a TikTok can reverse all of that, as the social media algorithms are programmed to create copycats.
I only stole from the self-checkout 2 times. I just forgot the item. Well, I don't think that counts as stealing.
Low trust societies encounter high trust societies. Idiots online take it upon themselves to ruin it for everybody.
Yep.
And these aren't just hypothetical claims either, as these guys apparently saw an emergency sled unattended, then thought it would be funny to just take it.
Of course. Of course. Why the hell not, right? Why the hell not just take the sled and make things, oh my god, what idiots.
So it's not a race issue, it's a culture issue. As we don't divide people by color, it's just the takers versus the makers. And the makers can never make something that moves us forward if the takers aren't quickly
self-checkout one time because neither of us saw the item. Again, that's a mistake. That's
taken
not
care
stealing.
of. As I think of those little Japanese delivery robots, autonomously delivering food so humans don't have to. Other cultures seem eager to assist them in accomplishing their task, as automation eliminates mundane jobs like delivery or cashiers. But in America, people just see it as another opportunity to take. I know it sounds hyperbolic, but these idiots are actually holding back humanity. As imagine if America was a high-trust society. Back in 2016, we would have had cashierless stores, and nearly a decade later to today, I could only think of the new conveniences they could have developed in the retail world. But instead, they had to revert back to cashiers and increase security like the Wild West, because
like, could you imagine had the self-checkouts thing been properly vetted and done properly during COVID, how much more easily things would have been able to run and how much more stores could have been open?
Does what? American Democrats decided to side with the takers over the makers. And that's why I think Japan needs to come down hard on that convenience store crook, as that social media post will multiply your problems. As remember when Johnny Somali started messing with Japan for internet clout? They arrested him, but quickly let him go with just a slap on the wrist. And now they got copycats all across their country doing similar nonsense. Compared to when Johnny tried to do the same stuff in South Korea, their citizens started to beat him whenever he live streamed, until he was finally arrested, being charged with multiple serious crimes. As apparently they took his passport, so he can't leave. They took his phone, so he can't stream, making him unable to make any money until his court date, which is 4 months away. So I seriously doubt South Korea is going to see any nuisance streamers coming to their country, as the justice system isn't so much for rehabilitating criminals as much as it's for discouraging future crimes. And the only thing that would go more viral than that guy stealing snacks from Japan is him getting a 60-year prison sentence over stealing snacks from Japan, as people would probably start paying for stuff they didn't take just to be safe. So if you appreciate my concise, light-order commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out the video on how Japan is finally securing their subways.
I wanted to take a look at that, and I thought that was something that we could take a look at. Let's see, what else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, yes. We have Darman has hit rock bottom. How? How could he have possibly hit rock bottom even more than he already... Oh my god. Okay. Let's see.
Wait, you play Dragon City?
Oh yeah. Do you know about it?
Know about it? I love it.
Oh no, please, just not the mask today.
Well guys, it's good to be back. Believe it or not, it's really not every day that I see a Darman video that makes me think, oh my god, that might be the silliest thing
He also got decked by a Korean version of the Seals.
grown man has ever attached his name to. Today, however, is one of those days. You see, Darman makes a whole lot of really silly stuff.
Yes,
Some of his videos are what I would consider dangerously silly. It gets to the point where occasionally you've just got to step back and admire the fact that a man was able to make making videos this fucking stupid into a genuine career. And
I know, right? His videos are so cringy and so bad. How is he so successful?
the video we're going to be watching today might just be the most well-rounded example of this that Darman has ever managed to produce. Gamer Girl won't show her face in school. This is a video about a billionaire's daughter who goes to a public school, who is a beauty influencer online, but in real life has bad acne, so she wears a Shy Guy mask, yeah, like from Mario, to
Okay.
school every day. People know that this billionaire's daughter is apparently coming to this school now. They know that this girl shares the same name as her, but because she's wearing a mask, they can't quite piece together that they're the same person. She gets bullied by a guy in her class for wearing this mask, which, by the way, is like the only person in this video who finds it weird that this person is wearing a mask to school. And the bully's mother turns out to be the billionaire's long-distance girlfriend who's trying to marry him for his money. Now,
Okay then. What the fuck?
at this point, you might be thinking, okay, well, that sounds like a pretty typical Darman video to me, but August, why does it say Gamer Girl in the title if there doesn't really seem to be anything having to do with gaming in this video? Well, I'll tell you, it's because this is actually just one giant
I mean, the Sci-Fi Channel is a thing. They made Sharknado. That's true.
sponsored video for Dragon City. Yeah, the shitty mobile game. It's not a sponsored segment. It's not one part of the video that's a short little skit like Darman does a lot of the time. Dragon City is a crucial plot point of this video.
No. No way. He actually got... He's... Oh my god, okay.
The entire video is just one big ad for Dragon City. It's so damn stupid that I almost start liking the video, but I've got to stick with my principles, because this just being one giant commercial for Dragon City is the only enjoyable part of this video.
That is insane. Darman made an entire commercial.
You'll see. Let's begin.
Why is my face so disgusting?
Olivia, you don't need to edit your photos. Oh no, please, just not the mask today.
You don't get it. Everyone expects me to be perfect, Dad. You have no idea what I deal with. People are gonna be so judgy if they figure out who I am.
This is already very cringy.
No one is even.
Good God. Look at Road Ridge, man. Oh, her dad must be a millionaire or something.
See? You had to drop me off in the Porsche and then drop me off in a cheaper car.
But I also love the Sci-Fi Channel when I watched TV like 10 years ago. Well, yeah, because back then the Sci-Fi Channel was good.
This is our cheaper car.
Okay, so right off the bat, the car guy and me having a little bit of trouble with this scene. Generally, billionaires live in pretty wealthy parts of the country. If you live in any big city, a base model Cayenne is pretty much regular traffic. I mean, I think that's fair to say. They're not cheap cars by any means whatsoever, don't get me wrong, but I don't think a base model Cayenne's gonna have high schoolers walking up to it trying to see who's inside thinking, oh my god, these people must be millionaires.
No, I don't think so either. I really don't think so myself.
I mean, Darman owns a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. He couldn't have put that in this scene, or even his Urus. I feel like that would make a little bit more sense.
You're the new girl, I presume. The late new girl,
Did
Olivia.
you ever watch the Darman's video about how a blind girl got switched at the hospital? No? What the fuck?
Liv, it's fine.
Did I get my dates mixed up? I thought Halloween was last month.
That's enough. Are you ill, Liv? Then perhaps you should remove the mask.
Yeah, because it's kind of weird to have a mask on while you're not ill.
I'm sorry, is this implying that this teacher thinks this is what like a surgical mask looks like? You see somebody wearing this and your first thought is, are they ill? And once they say no, you just stop questioning it? There's not a single school in this country that would allow this.
Yeah! Let's see the full freak show!
Stop! If she doesn't want to take the mask off, she doesn't have to.
Stick to Dragon City, nerd.
Alright, so here's where we're introduced to our white knight for the video, who is, by the way, objectively wrong here. You actually would have to take off this mask in any high school. At my high school, you couldn't even wear a hood. And no, your eyes are not deceiving you. He is wearing a Dragon City shirt and...
Yeah, no, you would absolutely not be allowed to wear that type of mask at my high school.
Yes, he will be wearing that for the entire video.
Sit down. Now. I have to go turn this into attendance. Choose any available seat.
Wait, you play Dragon City?
Oh, yeah. Do you know about it?
Know about it? I love it.
This is a conversation that no two people have ever had in the entirety of human history.
Oh, yeah, no. Nobody's ever gonna be like, oh my god, you play a mobile game? Like, no.
Can't wait for the Blackwood one.
Oh, yeah, me too.
No.
Ugh. Who's the freak with the mask? Like the school needed any more weirdos.
Well, the school definitely doesn't need any more mean girls or dimwits, because you and Chad have both of those covered. Ooh.
Oh, Lord. This is so cringy.
Ooh. You want to talk to my girl that way, Kelvin?
Chad!
Chad, have you ever thrown a punch in your life? It looks like you're trying to cheer on a sports team. I don't think there is a more ineffective stance to punch somebody out of.
What's Weird Mask Girl doing sitting at our table?
Weird mask girl?
You have some nerve, little freak. Take that mask off.
What's your problem, Chad?
This is so bad. Oh my god, this is so fucking cringy. Holy shit.
Enough! Get up! Both of you! My office, now! I don't want to hear it. Move. Go.
Thanks for saving me.
Thanks for saving you? From what? Being a normal person? You're wearing a...
Thanks for saving me?
Both of you! My office, now! I don't want to hear it. Move. Go.
Thanks for saving me.
God, this is...
Thanks for saving you? From what? Being a normal person? You're wearing a shy guy mask at school. Much as I hate to side with the bullies, I think Chad and his girlfriend might have been trying to do you a favor. I mean,
Yeah. I think you're right there, August.
look, don't get me wrong, personal expression is important. But if you wear a shy guy mask to high school, like even for just a day or two, you will forever be known as the person who wore a shy guy mask in high school. You will come up in conversation with your fellow classmates years later.
It will. Even at the high school reunion.
One of them will be like, hey, do you remember Olivia? No, who's Olivia? The girl who wore a shy guy mask? Oh, yeah, Olivia. You don't want that to be you, I promise. So for the next minute or two, it's just a montage of them playing Dragon City. It's really cool. They also show her looking at an Instagram post that says there's a rumor that she's going to the school, and still, somehow, they can't figure out that the girl named Olivia covering her face is the girl named Olivia, the billionaire's daughter.
Yeah, how could you, like, it would seem to me that you would have a more of a chance of being inconspicuous if you didn't wear the shy guy mask.
And for the next, 4 or 5 minutes, it's just a bunch of doorman's famously slow dialogue that exists only to pad the runtime. I can explain to you everything that happens in 30 seconds. The girl shows the Dragon City guy her face, and oh my god, the horror, it's a teenage girl with pimples. Of course, he says he finds her beautiful. The dad comes to pick up the daughter. They fight about him pushing her to be a beauty influencer. Then they immediately make up. They say they have special guests tonight, and then we learn that the Chad guy and his mother are going to their house for dinner that night, because as we've established, his mother is this guy's long-distance girlfriend. Just imagine that happening with a bunch of corny dialogue, and you've basically seen the video.
Well, thank you. Why is this video still 18 minutes long?
You know, you can turn your video on if you want.
I think you've already been traumatized enough today.
Don't talk about yourself like that. Oh, hey, should I spawn another High Relentless, or should I empower it?
Empower. Let's go to PvP.
Oh, heck yeah. My super Darman dragon is leveled up and ready.
Now,
my super Darman dragon is leveled up and oh my god. Why?
I've mentioned many times before just how terrible the subtitles are in these videos, but I think we just got the funniest subtitle fuck up of all time. Dragon City apparently has a Darman dragon, because why wouldn't it? And this guy's talking about his Darman dragon, but whoever subtitled this video just called it the Dumb Dragon. And since there is absolutely no passion behind these videos whatsoever, of course nobody proof watches them, so it made it into the video.
Do me a favor. Try not to embarrass me.
Ouch.
Gotcha!
Not fair.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm not showing my face right now.
You know, you can talk to me about anything, right?
I'm kinda confused. He's already seen her face. What's the point of keeping the camera off?
Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. Why is she not showing him her face when he's already seen her face?
So you guys literally met maybe 10 hours ago. Probably not quite time for the you can talk to me about anything move.
Everyone online thinks I'm so beautiful and everything comes easy to me, but really I'm struggling.
But I don't think you need to struggle. I mean, just be you. People will like you either way. I mean, I know I do.
You're the exception. You should see the comments on Instagram.
Then get off Instagram and stop posting there and maybe people will, I don't know.
People hope that their life could be different. They love the idea of me. They don't love the real, imperfect me.
Okay, so I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but Doorman, are we actually fucking serious here? Look, I'm not trying to be that guy, but daughter of a billionaire, your biggest problem is you have acne as a teenager. I really do not give a single shit about this.
No, sorry, not a big problem. Even in the grand scope of teenager problems, that's a nothing problem.
Can we all agree, or am I being an asshole?
Nope.
I don't really know. This is just not a very relatable struggle, I don't think. Oh, you're experiencing something that every single person on the planet experiences, but you're a billionaire. Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah. Oh no, my pimples are gold gold tinted because I'm a billionaire.
So this is us in Paris. We're having a fantastic time. Let me show you this one though. And Olivia, hey.
Pleasure to meet you, Olivia. Meet my son. Chip.
Found it. There's also one about a chick who finds out her online boyfriend is blind. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah, let's see the full freak show. You're Olivia Madison. Wait, how do you know my name?
Why was this line included? Your mother just introduced you by your name. Was that just forgotten? Is this another one of those cases where it's obvious that two different sets of writers worked on one video?
Yes, it is. Continuity means absolutely nothing.
And they didn't look at what the other people wrote?
Need I remind you, Olivia, that Mary and I have had a long-distance relationship for quite some time now. Today is our first official date in person, and if it all works out as planned, we're gonna stay here permanently as one big happy family, and you two are gonna be like brother and sister.
No!
No! Run! Everybody run away!
Dad, listen to me. You're making a huge mistake. That's the boy who started a fight today and made fun of me at school. He's absolutely awful. You can't date his mother. She raised a monster.
Okay, a few things. One, really? This is your first time ever meeting this woman and you're about to propose? If the first date you've ever had with this woman goes well, you are ready to start a family with her? Real?
That's crazy. What is with Darman videos and being so unrelatable?
Okay, that makes sense. Secondly, is the person subtitled in this video just trying to fuck with me now? That literally just said, you can't beat his mother. It didn't even sound like she said that. Dumb dragon and Darman dragon, sure, I can understand that, but date and beat don't sound alike the way she said it. What is going on?
I love Darman's content originally, but now I don't watch it as much. I just could not get behind Darman.
It's serious. I'm in love with Olivia. I never knew love at first sight existed till now. But I have a girlfriend and...
Listen, son. Is your girlfriend the daughter of a billionaire? Then forget about her.
Oh, Mommy's a gold digger.
You get the daughter to fall in love, I'll trap Dad. We'll both be living like royalty.
Gross. This is like a soap opera. What the fuck is this?
Hey Darman, what the fuck is wrong with you? What kind of sick motherfucker comes up with stuff like this? The plan is for the mom to marry the dad and then have the step-siblings date? Really, Darman? That's what you went with here? Okay.
Yes, apparently it is. We are going with the soap opera angle here. We are now Darman, the days of our lives.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
I understand that teenagers have their differences at school, but you really need to try to work it out. I love his mom. And I am very serious about her. Or I wouldn't have bought her this today.
Oh, God.
Pardon me, sir. Dinner's ready.
Sorry. I don't have an appetite.
Olivia. Olivia. I'm sorry, don't mind her. She's not feeling well today.
Oh.
Can I just say that at this point, we are getting dangerously close to this being the most contrived plot in any Darman video we've ever seen? Like,
I think you might be right. This is like so like orchestrated and like this does not flow at all. This just doesn't work.
What is even going on? Why does she need to be the girl who wears a mask to school? At this point, what purpose is that even serving for the story? What has that done for us? I mean, this is beginning to feel like 3 or 4 different Darman videos thrown into one. We've got girl won't show her face at school because of acne, the end will shock you. Evil woman tries to marry billionaire for his money, you won't believe what happens next. Bully accidentally falls in love with his victim. I mean, there's so much going on here that nothing even feels important.
Triple chocolate lava cake. I remember you saying it was your favorite dessert, so I had the chef prepare it for you.
Oh, Roger, you're so romantic.
I know this may sound crazy because even though that we've been speaking on the phone for a while, we're still getting to know each other. But,
No, wait!
Olivia, this is perfect timing.
All she cares about is your money, not you.
Well, that's ridiculous. Roger's a means to an end. Once I get half of what he's got, I'm done.
Oh!
I'll divorce him and move on. Why waste time on love when money is what matters?
Well, I'll be damned. The person who was able to scheme up a plan to get in contact with a billionaire and trick them into thinking they actually loved them to get their money, which I'm sure never happens to billionaires, doesn't know what a Ring camera is.
No! No, not at all. Has no idea what a... Oh my god, this is bad.
And luckily for Roger, exposed their entire plan 4 inches away from what everybody on the planet these days knows is a camera. That's convenient.
Please leave.
I can explain. You see,
Please leave.
I can explain, Roger.
I want you out of my life forever. Just
Please, just let me explain, Roger.
leave.
The door's that way. Take Chad with you.
The nerve of that little brat trying to expose me. I should be exposing her.
I should be exposing her. How? Why? What, doxing her? You should dox the teenager?
Where are you going? Get in the car, you dimwit.
Actually, give me 1 second. Hey! I know you're the mask girl. Be my girlfriend by tomorrow morning, or I'll expose who you really are. Have a good night.
Okay, so after he just watched his mother's plans dissolve in front of him, what does he do? He goes and does the exact same thing that fucked his mother over.
What the fuck is wrong? I think Darman's running out of ideas.
Darman, do you really expect me to believe these people are this stupid?
Oh, hey! I missed you on Dragon City last night, but you're not gonna believe this. I got the Crimson Darman Dragons.
Seriously?
It's
Liv! Or should I say Olivia?
Oh, like the teacher said when she first walked in at a volume that everybody in the class would have been able to hear? I don't understand why this plot element is being shoved in. There's already rumors that she goes to the school. There's a brand new student who won't show her face whose name is Olivia, and everybody knows she has a rich dad apparently. This is not a mystery.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you. Everyone, listen up. We're all wondering who the girl in the mask is. Well, I have some news. Liv is actually short for
Olivia Madison.
Sucker. She doxed herself first before you could.
Morgan, I'm here to tell you you are way too good for this idiot. He tried to hit on me.
Don't listen to her. She's lying. I would never.
I've just sent you a video of him trying to blackmail me into being his girlfriend.
Oh, shit.
Babe, no need to watch. Don't worry about it.
We're so done, Chad. I can't believe you.
Babe, please, wait! Babe, come on!
I'm proud of you.
You're Olivia Madison? I can't believe it's really you.
I know I'm not as pretty as I look on Instagram.
Are you kidding?
You're even prettier in person.
All right,
Oh, good. Now we've got the parasocial shit going on. Now we've got the good old parasocial. Oh, look, you're even prettier in person.
Whoopee! Everything worked out for the billionaire's daughter. You know, I was really getting scared there for a second that she might face a moment of adversity. Thank God we avoided that. The video ends with the dad picking her up and meeting the Dragon City guy and his mom, and he invites the mom over for dinner after she says she's single. Why Darman is so interested in having the parents date and also having the children date, I really don't understand, but I don't think I want to investigate it any further. Well,
No, let's not. Let's not investigate that. That just sounds like the start to a bad porn movie. So let's not have any of that, shall we? All right, I'm gonna go to my Twitter DMs real quick.
We did it. We did it.
Okay, here we go. Mom switches babies at hospital. This should be good. Mom switches babies at hospital. This oh, it's a 19-minute video. This should be good. This should be good. Okay, let's take a look at this darn video here, guys. And remember, please check out the PayPal link pinned in the chat. $10 from each of you will get us to almost to the stream goal.
We did it. We did it. We're gonna be parents, Rose. Oh, my parents are so excited about this. Hey, do you wanna call anybody from your family?
No, I don't care about them. I just want to hold my baby. Do you see that the pupils aren't constricting? Is something wrong?
We're not sure yet. Your baby seems totally healthy, but we're just going to run a few tests on the vision because we're a little concerned. The pupils aren't reacting well to the light.
I don't understand. The doctor just said before I went into labor that we had nothing to worry about.
Well,
okay, calm down. Calm down, crazy lady.
Not all issues can be detected early on, not with 100% confidence anyway, including blindness. But let's not get worried or ahead of ourselves. We don't know if anything's wrong for sure. And other than that, everything looks great.
How can you tell me not to worry when you just said my daughter is going to be blind?
Oh, God. This actor is horrible. First of all, and she didn't say the daughter was going to be blind.
How would something like that even have happened?
Well, there are lots of possibilities. Infection or vitamin deficiency, birth injury, genetics.
Genetics? This is all your fault.
My fault? I don't have any blindness that runs in my family.
Please try not to panic. Do you want to hold your baby before we run the tests? Well, we'll talk about this after we get results. We'll be back as soon as we can.
She doesn't even want to... Wait a minute. Wait, she just shut it all off? She just shut it all off because her daughter might be blind. I've heard stories from years ago about nurses who have switched babies because the nurse was bored. That's horrible.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Honey, let's not point the fingers. Besides, if they find something, we're still gonna love our baby. Right?
Not me. I can turn it off like a light switch. And just because the pupils are a little bit constricted and we haven't even had the results yet, I've decided that she's blind and I hate her.
How are we?
Oh, so good.
She's perfect. Good job, Mama.
My sweet, sweet girl. I love you so, so much.
It doesn't seem like she's completely blind, but in time, it will get there.
Ugh. I really don't want to be the one who has to tell Mrs. Anderson any bad news.
Well, we'll do a couple of checks and then we can talk to her.
Oh, shoot, I forgot my badge. Can you tell her, though, if it turns out the baby is blind?
It's my healthy baby. Oh, my healthy, perfect baby.
Oh, God. That's gross. What's wrong with a blind baby is not an imperfect baby or an unhealthy baby. She is horrible, right?
My precious Olivia.
Are you ready?
Wait. Let me just put this on her so we always stay connected.
There we go. Hi, little girl. I'll be right back with her. I'm sorry, ma'am. Only hospital personnel past this point.
Oh, of course.
Oh, nurse?
Nothing.
The fuck? What the fuck? You don't think the baby, she's gonna notice?
Paging Nurse Williams, please report to the obstetrics ward. Nurse Williams, you're needed in the NICU. Thank you.
Thank you. You can come. We'll finish up when you get back. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. I was just tying my shoe.
I'm sorry. I'm new here. I need to take this baby in for more testing, and I can't find where to go.
Oh, is that the Anderson baby?
Let me check the wristband. Yes. Are you their nurse?
Yes. Actually, I am. I'd be happy to take her for you.
Great.
Oh my god. Serious? Like, how is this even happening right now? She dropped the ID. Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And the crazy thing is that this shit could probably happen. This is the scary thing, is that shit like this could probably happen too.
Nurse. I need to log some information. We'll be right back. I need you to keep an eye on her for me, please.
Okay.
And how is the mother who just gave birth, like, moving around confidently and without, like, wobbling on her feet? Incompetent, untrained nurses.
Rose, where have you been?
Oh, I just went to get some fresh air. I couldn't handle all the stress. But you know what? I think it really helped. I think everything's gonna be okay now.
Yeah, because I just stole a different baby. Everything's gonna be okay now.
You know, I realized that no matter what, every child has to be loved unconditionally.
Mr. and Mrs. Anderson, we ran a test, and it did seem like your daughter had some issues with her vision. Strangely enough, we ran some more tests, and she passed with flying colors, so there doesn't seem to be anything wrong.
You got, wait. How did you guys not fucking figure out that there's two different babies if the tests are different?
My gosh, this is great news. This is great.
You know, being honest, in all my time, I've not seen anything like this.
Well, it's a miracle. That's what it is.
It sure is. So I'll just go and get her and bring her.
She
Oh,
switched the
I almost
armbands?
forgot
Yeah, she
her
did.
necklace. Please don't keep it on her when she's sleeping. It's a choking hazard.
Okay.
Ruh-roh.
How did she get this?
I got it when I was out just now at a little concession stand.
Okay. Olivia. You named her Olivia?
Yeah. I thought that would be the perfect name for her.
Yeah. It's only half of a heart. Where's the other half?
Ah.
I haven't gotten it yet, but I will.
Come on, Father. Come on, Father. Figure it out. But it's only 5 minutes into the video, so we know he won't. We know he won't figure it out, but figure it out, Dad.
I'll just get it online so we can match. I'm so glad she's okay. Can you imagine raising a child like that?
Grandpa, can I put lipstick on you?
No, sweetheart.
Could you imagine raising a child like that? Fuck you, lady. What a horrible, horrible woman.
Grandpa does not want any lipstick on. Yeah, that would be fine.
Oh, she's growing up so fast. Does she get her eye color from Rose's mom or dad?
From what I hear from her relatives, neither. I mean, her dad, as you know, passed away a long time ago. I've never met her mom. It's like Rose and her mother don't seem to have a relationship at all.
I wonder if that's why she didn't want a wedding. Have you met Rose's family?
No, it's a couple of cousins and aunts and uncles. Here they are.
This is really, really fucking weird. This video is so strange.
Well, doesn't look like Olivia gets her features from Rose's side of the family. I don't think I have anyone with light hair or
Still a
eyes on my
horrible
side.
human. Yep.
Do you, Patrick?
No, I can't think of anyone on my side either.
Grandpa, stop talking.
Oh, sorry, Princess.
That's odd. Are you sure she's yours? You should take a paternity test. Maybe she's the mailman's daughter.
Jesus Christ. If only she knew. If only she knew she's neither of their child.
Come on, Mom. Why would you say something like that?
I'm only joking. It is strange, though. I always felt there was something a little off about Rose.
Because there is.
No.
This is ridiculous, Marcus. You're the father, and it breaks my heart that you don't trust me.
I do trust you, but none of this makes any sense.
What? What doesn't make sense? She's our child. She always has been. And I can't believe you'd think anything else. Thanks a lot for ruining my night.
Thanks a lot for... That's what you say? That's the only thing you say after being accused of all of that. Thanks for ruining my night. Yeah, that makes you completely... That makes sense.
All right, so what are we thinking? Chocolate, strawberry?
Strawberry!
Strawberry. That's it? Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Oh, well, you know, it looks like it's the last one.
No, take it. No, it's fine.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. It's actually for my daughter's birthday tomorrow. She's turning 11. I can't believe how fast time flies.
Oh, you're telling me. It's weird because it's actually my daughter's birthday.
Found the other mom.
Baltimore. Where is she?
Yeah, mine is always running off with her grandma. Hey,
Olivia.
Your daughter's name is Olivia, too?
Yeah, wow. Same name, same birthday. Wow, were you going to tell me next that she was born at John Green Hospital?
Daddy, can I get this, please?
Yeah, sure. Just give me 1 second, okay?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I think this is your actual real mother.
All right. By any chance, is your daughter...
There she is. Hi, honey.
Mommy, can I get frozen yogurt?
Do you think you could take her?
Let's go, dear.
This is gonna sound a little weird, but I was, does your husband have, like, dark hair, dark eyes, or?
Ex-husband, actually, and no, he has lighter features like mine. I don't know where she gets it from, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry for asking so many questions, but has she always been...
Blind? Yeah, it wasn't 100% at first, but it's degenerative.
He figured it out. He figured out his wife is a terrible, terrible human.
Yeah, I don't know. The weird thing is, when she was first born, all the nurses said she was completely healthy in every way. But once I took her home, that's when it all changed. I don't know. It's almost as if...
Oh, my gosh. Your pennant.
Hi.
This is gonna be an interesting conversation.
Was everything all right?
No.
You know, the strangest thing happened at the grocery store today. I bumped into a woman who looked exactly like our daughter.
Okay, so?
It wasn't a big deal until I met her daughter, who looked
looks
exactly
like you.
like me.
Or like, oh, he looks like, oh, okay.
I don't know where you're going with this. Tons of kids have dark hair and dark eyes or don't look like their parents.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but there's more. Her daughter, whose name is Olivia, was born the same exact day at the same exact hospital. Plus, she's blind. Just like the nurse initially thought our Olivia was going to be.
Is there a point to this story?
Yes. Yes. Yes, there is. You are a terrible person who switched our children.
Because I'm tired and I want to relax.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting there. But the next part, it's really bizarre. You know that heart pendant that our Olivia has? The one that you said you were gonna get the other half, but then they stopped manufacturing it?
Yeah?
So this woman has the same exact heart pendant, but she said it got lost at the hospital. So, is there something that you want to tell me, Rose?
Yeah.
About what?
Oh, I don't know. About what happened that day in the hospital. Something that you did.
When you went for your fresh air.
You know what? This is ridiculous. I am so sick and tired of your constant accusations all the time. Olivia is our daughter. You are her father.
Is that right? You remember the paternity test that you threw out in the garbage? Well, I took it. And it turns out I'm not the father. So one of the two things is the truth. Either you cheated on me or you just...
I switched the babies, okay? Is that what you wanted to hear?
No, well, I it's not what I wanted to hear. But if it's the truth, then yes.
But it doesn't even matter now. Olivia's our girl. We raised her. And nothing's gonna change.
Are you insane, Rose? You took that girl away from her real mother.
Well, it wasn't fair. Why didn't we have to get stuck with a...
No, don't you even try that. Don't you even try that, because we would have loved her.
No, I wouldn't have. Because I've already been through something like this, and I was not gonna do it again. You see, the reason I don't ever talk about my mom is because, well, she's blind.
Ew. Ew, really? Oh my god, this is even worse. This is even worse. So her mom is blind, and she's so ashamed of her mom being blind that she didn't want her daughter. Oh.
Growing up, while other kids got to play outdoors and have fun all day, I had to stay at home and help around the house.
Oh, you poor thing. You had to help around the house. And why does your mother not do chores? Like, why couldn't your mother do chores? What's wrong with her?
It drove me crazy. As I got older, the struggle never ended. There was hardly any money for anything I wanted to do. And I couldn't go anywhere because I always had to help with random things. I hated it. So the moment I turned 18, I left the house and never looked back.
You're a terrible daughter. You're a fucking horrible human. Jesus Christ, this is absolutely terrible.
So you see, I know what it's like living with a disabled family member. And I was not gonna go through that again with our daughter.
I can't believe that you treated your mother like that. Our daughter. And even if you didn't want to be with her or love her, I would have.
Because we agreed on something, at least I thought we did. That every child needs unconditional love.
Yeah, that sounds great, Marcus, but you have no idea how difficult it is. Seeing your daughter fall behind in school, never being able to play sports, never having any friends. I was not gonna deal with that burden.
Burden?
Oh.
Who was that?
I'm sorry, Rose, but you took this way too far. And I am not gonna let you get away with it. What did you do?
I told everybody.
There's so much that I would like to say to you. But what I want you to know the most is that raising Olivia has never been a burden. It's been a blessing. And I have loved every second of it. And contrary to what you said, she is great in school.
Yeah, because blind doesn't mean fucking stupid. Blind doesn't mean fucking inept or invalid. Oh my god, this is so cringy.
She's the top player in her test league. And she has so many friends who love her. And she has certainly most never been a burden. I feel sorry for your mother. That she had a daughter like you, because that is never the way that I would treat a loved one.
You told her? What were you thinking? Do you have any idea what's gonna happen now?
She's not the only one I told.
Ma'am, you're under arrest for impersonating a medical professional and
Good
No,
kidnapping.
no, 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 you guys have this all wrong.
Too late. We heard everything.
No, let go of me!
Come with us.
Marcus, how could you do this?
You have the right to remain silent.
How could you do this? Well, because you're a terrible human being. That's how he could do this.
Anything you say can't be against the court of law.
You guys can come out now.
Pamela,
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting. That the mother was like, she had her daughter helping her and couldn't do anything. And yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's awful. That is just, ugh.
I know that this is not going to undo 11 years. I'm so sorry that we took something from you that you can never have back, like raising your daughter.
Olivia is my daughter. But so is...
Daddy, what's happening? And where did Mommy go?
Mommy is going to be gone for a while. And I'll explain everything to you later. I know this is hard to take. But Pamela is your mom. She's your biological mother.
Hi. Sweetie, I know that this must be a lot.
Traumatizing as fuck? Just a little bit?
Lot to take in. But look.
They connect?
I mean, at least I hated my mom for a good reason, right?
Listen. Now that I know, I would love to be part of her life, but I completely understand if you don't.
No. Are you kidding? Of course I want to be. Hi, Livia. It's so nice to meet you again. I held you when you were first born. My name's Marcus, and I'm your dad.
You are? Does that mean the other Olivia's my sister? Yay! I've always wanted a sister.
There you go. Now that the two kids are all happy because they have sisters. Yay! Everybody's happy. Woohoo! That's funny. Everybody's happy now because they have sisters. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Okay, we'll do one more and then we'll end. Girl finds out long distance boyfriend is blind. Holy shit, this one's long. Okay. Why is this one so long? Why is this one so goddamn long? 29 minutes? Holy fuck. Okay, let's take a look at it anyway.
Looks like someone needs to go back to culinary school.
This is called a flambe. Thank you very much. All the real chefs do it when they cook.
I don't know about that. Remind me to order takeout when I get there.
Excuse me, Willow? You would not be ordering takeout on our first date, especially when your boyfriend is a whole chef.
Okay. I suppose I'll let you cook. You know, I can't believe we're finally meeting in person tomorrow.
Ernie, what'd I tell you about playing soccer in the kitchen while I'm cooking? Slow down, Sonic.
Is that Willow? Hi, Willow.
Hi, Ernie.
Bye, Ernie. Little brothers. So, have you made a decision about grad school yet?
So wait, how could she not tell he's blind by that little interaction there?
My dad is set on me going to Whitman. Only problem is, it's all the way on the other side of the country.
Oh, is it his decision where you go?
It's because
Clearly you haven't met my dad. He acts like everything is his decision. Whitman's his alma mater. He agreed to pay for half my tuition if I decide to go there. Which, I don't understand why he doesn't pay for all of it. He has the money. He's just a stickler about me making my own way.
Well, whatever you decide, I'll support you. I'll save up some money and come see you. Or I can look for chef jobs in Syracuse. Me and Ernie will move out that way. I'll take care of the bills and you can just focus on school.
What? You really do all of that for me? Move cross country and pay all of my bills? I don't like the sound of that.
Yep.
Oh. This is cringy as fuck already. What the hell?
My mom, before she passed, she used to say this famous quote to me when I was growing up. Hold tight to the people who stand by you in your lowest moments. They're the ones who truly love you. And since I truly love you, I'm gonna stick by you no matter what. Through thick and thin.
I love you so much, Jamal.
Want to see another cooking trip? Willow!
Sorry. I gotta go, babe.
All good. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you so much.
I love you too. I'm so excited to spend the weekend with you. Okay. Bye, babe.
How come these blind people's stuff in Darman videos, how come they never talk?
So, where are you staying again?
For the 10th time, Dad, I'm staying at Jamal's apartment.
He doesn't own a house? And regardless, you shouldn't be staying at some random guy's apartment.
Jamal isn't some random guy, okay? We've been talking for over a year, and he's honestly wonderful.
You know, dating over the phone and in person, two different things. What does this Jamal do for work anyway?
He just graduated from culinary school. Okay, he's gonna be a chef and open up his own restaurant. Now, is this interrogation over?
Yeah, well, do you know 80% of restaurants close within 5 years? It's a risky business. You need stability.
Okay, Keith, you need to relax. Just because some restaurants fail doesn't mean that Jamal will. Really gotta stop thinking so negatively.
Well, what does his parents do? Says a lot about his future.
Well, he never met his dad, and his mom died when he was 18. It's only him and his younger brother now that he takes care of, which I think is so sweet.
Oh, that's not his son. That's his younger brother. Okay.
Now, please, no more questions, okay? Thank God we're here.
Well, have fun, kiddo. I hope you have an amazing time with Jamal. I love you.
Oh, I love you too. Thanks, Mom. You're the best. I'll see you when I get back. Thanks. Hey, Ernie. Where's Jamal? I've been calling him. He was supposed to pick me up from the airport.
Oh.
Why does it smell like smoke? Where's Jamal? I've been calling him. He was supposed to pick me up from the airport. Why does it smell like smoke? Jamal. Yes, it's me.
I'm so sorry I couldn't pick you up.
Babe, are you kidding? You do not have to apologize. I'm just glad you're okay. What happened?
When we were on the phone, Ernie poured brandy into the skillet. I went to turn the heat back up and, well.
I'm so sorry. If you weren't on the phone with me, you would have been
What? No. Don't blame yourself. This is not your fault, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you had company. I'll come back later.
No, it's fine. This is my girlfriend, Willow.
Well, Jamal, I'm afraid it's not looking too good. The anterior chambers of your eyes were completely destroyed as a result of your eyelids and your ocular surfaces being severely burned.
So what does that mean?
It means there's a good chance that Jamal might never see again.
Oh, so he wasn't blind anyway. He wasn't blind to begin with. He went blind because of this prank, because of what his brother. That's a clickbait. He's not actually blind. He went blind.
I'm going to give you two some time to process this. I'll be back later to discuss.
Jamal, I am so sorry. I don't even know what to say.
Listen, Willow. I know this is a lot, and I know you didn't sign up for this. So if you're gonna leave...
I am not leaving you. I'm here to stay. And I will be here with you on every step of this journey, okay? What could possibly be funny?
I guess you're right. We're gonna have to order takeout after all, huh?
Jamal. Come this way. Here we go.
Yeah, so he's not actually, he wasn't blind to begin with. He went blind as a result.
All right, keep going. We're gonna walk to the couch over there. Okay, so keep going, and then the couch is right underneath you, okay? Here we go.
Okay.
Ready? Good.
Thanks, babe.
Of course. Okay. Sorry. It's okay. That's okay. Are there any paper towels?
Shoot, we may be out.
Maybe a towel?
I think they're all in the hamper.
Sorry, one sec, okay?
Hey, Willow, what's going on? We haven't heard from you.
I've just been real busy. Everything's fine, Dad.
Okay. Well, where's Jamal? I want to talk to him.
Oh, now's not a good time. Look, can I call you back?
You're acting off.
Yeah, 'cause I showed up to a clusterfuck. That's why I'm off.
Have you checked in for your flight tomorrow yet?
Actually, Dad, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I think I want to stay a few more days. Jamal is dealing with some health issues, and I just want to help him out.
That ticket is non-refundable, Willow. Plus, you need to come home and finish everything for grad school.
Look, this is important. Can you please just book me a new flight?
If you want a new flight, have Jamal book it for you.
Damn.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, Willow. I was just trying to find a remote.
No, it's okay. I'll clean this up. You stay put since there's glass over here now.
Oh, God. And this is new blind. This is brand new blind. So, like, this is... Like, I can't get mad at this, because this is exactly what would happen.
Here, have a seat. And the remote's right here. See right there?
Jamal, I'm hungry.
Oh,
let me clean up this glass first, and then I'll make you something, okay, Ernie? Actually, maybe I shouldn't use the stove right now. I'll order you some food, okay? Can you find a snack? Okay.
I feel bad for her. 'Cause, like, she's just trying to help. He's new blind. And he's got this kid brother to take care of.
Willow, I'm so sorry, but I really need to use the bathroom. Can you?
Yeah, of course, babe. Come on.
The kid looks like he's
Sorry.
talking like a 6-year-old.
I dropped the salsa.
It's okay. I'll clean it up.
Yeah, you can't take her not a girlfriend. Exactly, Spittle.
Going somewhere?
Oh, I was gonna say goodbye, but I have to go. I wasn't able to extend my flight.
Oh, man. I was hoping you'd stay for a few more days.
I know I wanted to, but honestly, I don't have enough money to buy another plane ticket. I can't believe that you're cooking.
Yeah. I figured I might as well start practicing. I'm not giving up on my dream that easily. I made pancakes. They may be a little burnt, but hopefully they're at least edible.
I'm sure that they're great. And I would love one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
There you go. See? This is a better video. This is a better video.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna lift it. There you go. You can place it.
Yeah.
I'm shocked that you were able to make these.
Well,
It's great. It's great. It's great. Yummy.
Uh-oh.
Look, I know we promised to always be honest with each other. They could use some work and maybe a little less salt.
salt.
Here, give it a try.
He accidentally put salt instead of sugar. That's the problem.
Give me your hand.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I must have put salt in the batter instead of cinnamon. I'm so sorry, babe.
No. Listen, the fact that you're even trying is so amazing.
They are totally bad.
Look, I had to catch my flight. Are you gonna be
Plus,
okay
that
without
kid
me?
can clean everything himself.
Yeah,
I think.
don't worry about me.
Yes.
Just call me when you land, okay?
Okay, I will.
I love you so much.
I love you too. I hope that we can see each other. I'll call you later.
I don't know how you mix up salt and cinnamon. I don't know how you mix up salt and cinnamon at all. I don't know. They don't look anything alike. I mean, like, yeah, he's new blind, but still.
I thought you were leaving.
I changed my mind. I'm staying.
I can never be lonely. Never be alone.
Skipping all the songs.
Be lonely. It's me.
You can say see each other without it being strange. You can. I don't understand why this is a thing that happens with a lot of sighted people. They think that they have to change the way that they talk when it comes to blind people. And they really don't. And it's very frustrating. And I hate it. I absolutely hate when people do that. But yeah, that is where we're going to end the stream, I think. We've almost done 3 hours. Holy shit. We're at 2 hours and 47 minutes. So I'm going to go and try and get my kids to bed. And then I'll be back on Twitch with some Mortal Kombat. So be sure you come by and hang out with me over there later on. Please consider also hitting up the PayPal link, paypal.me/blindpress. Consider it an investment into my content. And thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I will see you in a bit on Twitch. Bye, everyone.